What's good?
You already
Hey,
know
you hear
what
me?
it is. I just smashed the button. Yeah, I just smashed the button, man. We live right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I had something to do. I had got caught up, and I said, man, let me go ahead and then jump up in this gym jank right near there. You feel me? So yeah, we live.
Hey, that's what's up. What's up? How are you doing?
Hey, I'm in the building, man. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I said, a little tired. You know what I'm saying? But we out here though. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? We gotta get this work done right now, man. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
Right, facts. All right, now one of the things, you know what I'm saying, early, you know what I'm saying, that I usually do, like when I come on or whatever, I usually play my intro, I'll play some music, some stuff like that or whatever. I ain't playing no intro today. And the reason being, because I'm gonna have an open panel bill. But when I first, you know what I'm saying, spoke about this right here, this brainwashing, cultism, pseudo-polygamy, false gods, and more part two, I remember that there was a time when you got at me before all of this, and you was talking about that there was a sister that dealt with him before. Now, before that I go into that clip or whatever, if you would like to right now, I'm gonna mute up and then you can go ahead and pretty much explain what took place with that situation.
Yeah, yeah. So, about 2 years ago, so before I, started my van life movement, because I've already done it once before, um, I was in Oklahoma with my brother Troy, and I met this girl. Y'all will see her Instagram and everything on the video. But we became really good friends. We talked. She lived in, I think, Florida at the time, and we talked, and we were kind of on the same wave, same frequency type shit. But she was going her own different route. I was going my own different route. So I ended up going to California, and we kind of like fell off talking. And then, we kept in contact. Here and there. It's between the 2 year period up until this point, until we had this conversation. And the reason why we had this conversation was because I don't know if the people or is Yakin did a video with a specific like somebody that's banned from this platform and straight up trash me, straight up talk shit about me, straight up talk shit about my queens, my movement, my name, the way that I came into spiritual enlightenment, all of that, right? And um, so like when I was is calling him out, like about the situation, she actually saw the post via my Instagram story, and she said that she actually had an experience with this guy before in California, and it's crazy because at the time, she told me she was going to Cali when I told her that I was going to Southern Cal as well, right? So I forgot like to ask her about how the trip was and things like that. So she told me that she actually, hung out with him for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and um and we had an interview. We talked, and it was a great conversation. And she just basically explained how this guy interacts, like, and how he interacts, how he talks to his women, etc. How he is in real life outside of what he portrays on social media. You feel me? And that's basically how we met. That's basically how we're still a contact. Like we're actually really good friends. We talk to this day. And she's a very cool lady.
Okay, facts. And like I say, what I'm gonna do, right? What I'm saying is I'm gonna get into a little bit, of the video. If you want to parlay, if you want to mute up for a minute or whatever, the interview that you conducted with her, can you pretty much explain what that is? I'm gonna mute back up, and then after you finish, then I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna go into, this the video before that we get into the open panel discussion. So I'm gonna mute up right now and I'm gonna go ahead and then track that down.
Facts, facts. So when I was scalping Yakin, um, she obviously DM'd me, like I said, and she told me that she actually had an experience with them. So, I ended up calling her, and having this conversation with her where she explained, her week and a half time with the goddesses, with Yakin, and how their whole camp, their whole I guess what would it be called, a movement or their pseudo movement is like. And she describes in major detail, right, how they act beyond the Instagram, beyond the online, or beyond the online veil that we all, is put ourselves in, right? So in this interview is you're going to hear a lot of things that are counterintuitive or counter the image that he's portraying on his Instagram or that he's portraying on his live streams or on his videos. And it's just an amazing story, man. It's just like it just shows you that all these people that are doing polygamy, right? There's something deeper behind it than what we're all portraying on the internet. You know what I mean? And this whole, God, I'm a God this. You know what I mean? It's all a facade to counteract the actual lives that they're actually living in real life. And she does a great job of telling her experience with this guy.
Okay, fact. And like I say, I already checked it down right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and then go into it. I'm gonna play some of it, and wherever that you feel fit, you know what I'm saying, that you want to jump in or whatever, you can go ahead and then unmute yourself. But I'm gonna go ahead and then go into the gym jank right now, and we'll see exactly, you know what I'm saying, from her own words, what she described, what took place in her experience with this dude that's called Listen God Yakin and shit or whatever. Okay, so this is right here. You know, I don't know the name, you know, that she goes by now, anything like that or whatever. You know, but it was, but her heat or something like that or whatever. So I'm gonna go into this gym jank, guys. And like going to the dreads, like she used to like the one I told. She like y'all can't is in control, but she's the one that like you know basically. Yes. So she would just like either put it in their bag, like they have like a bag. Yes. Put it in their bag, like, or they would like or they would put like multiple things in like a bag, like and whatever. So I was just when I take it, because they would just do that. I was like, oh God, like the people and over there, and the other night, not only that, I'm just like, damn, like. Do any of the girls work? Like they just like any of them working? They have jobs, normal jobs. I think that they have jobs here and there. Oh, like temporary jobs. But I think they don't like they don't like it and they quit it. I guess like okay. Yeah, type thing. But like I'm gonna get for a week. It's only experience like this much compared to what many girls have in there. Yes. It's not even like the iceberg. Bro. What? The motherfucker. Yeah. What? The iceberg. I mean. Oh my god. So, all right, we go sit down for this. Yeah, sit down. Explain. All right, so. Choppy for a second. Oh yeah, it's gonna be super bad.
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
It's crazy with this audio, man, and my damn computer. But I'm gonna go ahead and then play the audio of this. I'm gonna catch a frame of her, and then I'll post the frame of it. We're gonna rock out like that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I hear it now. Okay. Yeah, because it's like a 4-hour time, like 3 or 4 hours. But it was weird. The time that I got there was the time that I left my house. I don't know if it's weird, but because I've never been on the other side of the so let's go back. Right, this is from the beginning. Let's go. It's like it's good from the front. And then link y'all in for a second. Shout out to everybody that's up in the building. I appreciate y'all being with me and then having patience. But I want to get this jank from the beginning. And let's go. He was telling me how he had a dream, like has these, but I used to have dreams like in like middle school kind of. About Sashi, so it kind of resonated. So that was just weird to me, right? So like you said, like, okay, like why is this man dreaming about something that I used to do about, right? So after that we just continued talking and he's like, and I'm telling him about like, oh, I'm trying to like find my tribe
or whatever, and he was telling me like about the girl and stuff. He's like, there was four of them, and it was like three of them that was there for like a minute, and then it was like a new one that's only been there for like 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
So, and that goes into play too, because I felt like I was supposed to be there for a reason. So, all right, so, hold on, I want to put my hair up. So, I'm sorry, I suck at telling stories.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm enjoying it. Listen, because I knew that there was some fuck shit going on. That's bad.
Yeah, it's just weird. Okay, so I'll just tell you. So, it's nothing physical. I'm just telling you what like, with me. Like, it was nothing physical. It's more like mental and emotional.
Yes.
Right? So, so I told him about me wanting that tribe to try. He was like, find your tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your tribe, right?
Oh my God. Shit. I'd be like, hold on for a second. Damn. Yeah, you do me a favor, Kulu. I'm gonna drop you down for a second, and I'm gonna play this video, and then just click back on the link. But it's something with that, man. I don't know what it is with this damn stream, y'all think. Man, like if I play video, whatever, somebody be choppy as hell. Let me see now how it sounds. It's something with that, man. Damn stream, y'all think. Man, like if I play video, whatever, somebody be choppy as hell. Let me see now how it sounds. It's something with that, man. See? Damn stream, y'all think. Okay. Yeah, it's choppy as a motherfucker. Hold on, it should be clear now though. Let me see. Yeah, I'm to the good right now. I bet.
It was airline, right? And it was cheap as fuck, but he bought me the plane ticket, and I was like, well, he bought me the plane ticket. So cheap as fuck, but he bought me the plane ticket. I was like,
yo, this is the most faulty. It seems like every time when I pay these people, okay, family. All right, I appreciate y'all having patience with me or whatever. Like I say, with that stream, Jim Jank, man, it's just something about, man, when you add somebody up in this mug, man. Then when you trying to play some shit, it just don't sound right. Okay, all right, we to the good now. Yeah, we all the way back to the good. And then, like I said, I'll go ahead and then get this audio back on here. And then we'll listen to what the sister got to say. And then I'll bring the Kulu back up here. You know what I'm saying? And I'll make sure I got some clarity on it right now.
Hey.
all right. Let me make myself some coffee. But okay, so where did I end off? Okay, the dream, right? So
the zombie dream.
So he was telling me how he had a dream and like it had to do with zombies, but I used to have dreams like in like middle school kind of about zombies, so it kind of resonated. So that was just weird to me, right? So like you could say like, okay, like why does this man is this man dreaming about something that I used to dream about, right? So after that, we just continued talking, and he's like, and I'm telling him about like, oh, I'm trying to like find my tribe or whatever, and he was telling me like about the girl and stuff, and he was like, there was 4 of them, and it was like 3 of them that was there for like a minute, and then it was like a new one that's only been there for like 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
So, and that goes into play too, because I felt like I was supposed to be there for a reason. So, right, so, hold on, I want to put my hair up. So, I'm sorry, I suck at telling stories.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm enjoying it. I'm listening because I knew that there was some fuck shit going on.
Yeah, you just odd. It's just weird. Okay, so I'll just tell you. So, And it's nothing physical. I'm just telling you off the bat, like, at least with me, like, it was nothing physical. It's more like mental and emotional.
Yes.
Right? So, so I told him about me wanting to have a tribe, to be in a tribe, and he was like, well, you found your tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you found your tribe, right? So I was like, oh, like, what's the coincidence? You know what I mean? Like, it's too good to be true.
Yes.
What you was.
Synchronicities and all that. Yeah, all that
Exactly.
mumbo jumbo. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he basically bought me a plane ticket, and it was cheap as fuck. It was Spirit's airline, right? And it was cheap as fuck, but he bought me the plane ticket, and I was like, well, he bought me the plane ticket, so, like, I might as well just do it, right? Like,
Wait.
Dang.
Wait, yes. Wait. So hold on. So so prior, did he ask you to like move and drop everything, like to leave your job, to leave your family? Like, did he like talk about that type of stuff?
He basically was like, when you like, he didn't. It's kind of blurry. I will have to go back to the messages and see what he was saying about that. But he basically was like, well, you can just, like we can get shit rolling out here, I guess, type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay if you leave that, because out here you have, like, a foundation that you can start off with, right?
Yes.
So, hold on. Here, Ma. So, you're welcome. Okay, I got you. No. So, foundation, and then.
So does he have like a spot, or is it Airbnb? Is this his own place? Is it the Queen's place? Like, what is it?
Do you really want to know? You
Yes.
want me to lie to you?
I want you to tell me the truth.
Okay, so what he told me was he has places, like he owns places,
Yes.
like houses and stuff, and even the girl, the one with the dreads, she's been there the longest. It was like
The original?
7 years they've been together.
Yeah.
Yes, she basically the original. So, they told me like they have places, but when I was there, it was a studio.
It was a studio?
So.
And they were all sleeping on the floor, or like were they sleeping on couches, or was it all one bed?
It's basically like there was one part where it was kind of like a chase.
Mm.
It was kind of like a chase, right? And then, but they basically on the floor, basically.
Damn.
Wow.
Basically,
So So they weren't living all lavish like they're trying to portray online. Like with all the dirt bikes, all the mopeds, all the vehicles that he talks about.
Maybe
after
he got the money for it.
Yeah, after, but not while you were there.
For it, but not while I was present.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like it was. Yeah.
Yes.
So
how long did y'all talk for?
Honestly, let me see if I can look.
Dang.
Can I even look at it? Okay, good. Oh, you're welcome.
Like, was it like months? Was it weeks? Like, just like a particular time?
It's like a couple weeks.
Weeks?
Yeah, but let me try to find it. Yeah, very, very much so. But there's more. Just wait.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Oh, so I don't have any messages. Did he like delete them? Let me see. Because I know I didn't delete them.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you can block somebody and then unblock them. And I think it deletes.
Oh, and then it deletes all of it?
I think so.
Wow. Well, to be honest, I probably blocked him at one point, to be honest with you.
Nah, you're fine.
I probably did, like, block him at one point. Okay, so I didn't really want to talk much because my mom was here, and she don't really know the situation like that, you know what I mean? Because she'll be like, why would you do that? So, anyways, so, all right, we're going to start off. All right, so I got there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we were only talking for, like, probably a couple weeks. Like, that's why my people was like, are you sure you want to do this? Like,
yes.
You sure? Like, and people, like, all around me, like, my job was like, do you have a job lined up? Like, is everything good? You know what I mean?
So this is just out the blue. Like, you were just random.
I don't have a place to stay.
So wait. So you were just gonna out the blue just dip. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, mean, I left on good terms with my job. Like I said, the 2 weeks and shit. So
good. That's smart. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So because when I came back, so yeah, I left on good terms, and I was just like, yeah, like I'm just go, live my life, my spiritual journey, and do my best. You know what I mean? Like just do what I feel like I'm supposed to do, right? It's on the good path, right?
Yes.
So they ate good, they ate majority vegan. But the only thing, okay, so I'm gonna just tell you the things that were just like red flagging me off the bat, right?
Yes.
The second day that I got there, I had to apply for food stamps because apparently everyone that lives there is going to apply for food stamps, period. Like, it don't even matter how long you've been there. You're going to apply for food stamps because they need money in the house. Like, I even seen food stamp cards of people's names that didn't even live there. Like, that's the type of...
So probably ex-girls that they brought down there to get the food. Oh,
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Damn.
So, this coffee tastes so good. I made some best coffee. All right, so...
Looks good.
So, yeah, so food stamps, but not only the food stamps, right? Like so you would think, like, because they have all these food stamps, that they would do it the right way, right? No.
Food stamp.
They would steal so much, and I'm just like,
really?
Like, to the point.
Like food or clothes?
Like, food. Like, when I tell you a big amount of food, like, that shit was crazy. I was just like we would be in the checkout and, like, going with the dreads. Like, she basically, like, the one that control. She, like, Ken is in control, but she's the one that, like, keeps the girls in check, basically.
Yes.
So, she would just, like, either put it in their bag, like, because they had, like, a big-ass, like, purse.
Yes.
Either put it in their bag, or they would, like, in the checkout part, they would put, like, multiple things in the bag without, like,
scanning
checking it or whatever.
Self-checkout.
And I was just, when I tell you I was in panic mode, because they would just do that, and I was like, oh my God, like, the people standing right over there, and just doing that. And not only that, I'm just like, damn, like, are we supposed to be doing this? Like, is this what we're supposed to be doing?
Wait, I got it. So, do any of the girls work? Or like, are they just, like, any of them working? Like, have jobs, normal jobs?
I think they have jobs here and there.
Oh, like temporary jobs?
But I think if they don't like it, then they quit it, I guess.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, type thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was only there for a week, so I only experienced like this much compared to what many girls have been there.
Yeah.
But this is not even like the iceberg.
Bro, what?
The motherfucking...
Damn. What?
Iceberg. Okay,
oh my God.
Oh my God. So, all right. Here we go. Let me sit down for this.
Oh yeah. Let's sit down.
All right. So, set my thing up. All right. So, I get there, right? Now, I was just telling you stuff happened when I got there, like that shit. But I get there, and I arrive, and he was the only one that picked me up because I came like late at night because it's like a 4-hour time zone, like 3 or 4 hour. But it was weird the time that I got there versus the time that I left my house. I don't know, that's just weird as fuck. But because I've never been on the other side of America, so
wait, so your first time in Cali? That was
first time in Cali, first time in the West Coast,
wow,
first
that was
time
your first
past
experience
New York or Florida.
Damn.
Yes, and
I apologize.
I didn't even experience.
I apologize.
It's okay. Cause, well, hopefully that will happen, but
you will.
So this is crazy out here. It's crazy in these streets. This is ghetto. I do not like this. So
no, you good. No, you're like, you look good.
You good?
Yeah.
I think he needs some water.
Hey, look, you already know.
Trust me, I know them corks. Hold on.
You would say, yeah, you already know. And like I say, we're gonna come right back to that for a second, right? This is what I'm gonna do now. Like I say, for the people that don't know, you know what I'm saying, about these goddesses, you know, well, you know, what he calls them any damn way. But yeah, for the people that don't know about these goddesses and stuff like that, carrying on, right? Facts. Okay, let's slide on through, right? Because I made sure that I made note, you know what I'm saying, of a few things, you know, today and the day alone. Let me look and see. I don't even know if I uploaded them, Jim James. Hold up. Well, I'm gonna come right back. Hold on. Let me make sure I get them up there. But I'm gonna go ahead and then run this. And like I said, we're gonna get all of this tea right here. Because like I say, it's people that had questions with what the hell was going on. People was trying to figure out how this guy was doing this. He got 5 women. You can listen to him. You can tell he ain't gonna do a damn thing. You feel me? So people want to basically know, how was he doing this type of stuff right here? What's the correlation with him and Nature Boy? And the keep it all the way a book, right? Hold on. Before we go any further, right? I want to put this out here too. I want to go ahead and make note of this right here too. Okay, now you know when they was talking the other day, right? When they was on there and shit. Yeah, when they was running all of that old other shit or whatnot. Right, facts. Now, I didn't catch this shit, but somebody brought it to my attention, and what they were saying was that it was like an old shot that was thrown to TKO Capone and shit. You figured there. So we're gonna run this Jim Jank, right? It was sent to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and then run this right. I'm gonna let y'all hear this for a second, since we dealing with Yakin is God and shit and all that old shit right there, whatever today, right? Okay, let's go ahead and then get into that shit right now. Now, this is the science within itself. Now, this is crazy. I think it's crazy to tell you the damn truth, right? Now, listen to this shit right here.
Man, like, I think anybody that fuck with me, like, I think you really fuck with me, like, because it's like because we the same. It's just like when I see you, I see myself. We can understand each other. We understand each other. See what I'm saying? But these other people don't understand us. That's what you gotta, like, yo, you gotta remember, these people don't understand us.
But look, there's certain people that want to understand and can, and there's certain people that can't. There's certain people that are interested in this lifestyle, and there's another nigga named, I don't know if you know TKO Capone.
Nope.
Yeah. We was supposed
what he be doing?
Y'all merge. I was in Cali. You supposed to get up. I was like, damn.
Right, we gonna get up.
See that with this conversation right here, how they try to throw TKO Capone name up in this shit, right? Why they throw the drip god up in this motherfucker? You see how he try to brush that? Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck you mean you don't know? You follow Nature Boy like Nature Boy follow you. You ain't got shit to do but look at your motherfucking phone. How you don't know who TKO Capone is? You see that shit right there? This.
Huh? Yeah. We finna get up in Cali, but we got, I mean, shit, you know, it's a new decade. Look to the future, right?
Yeah.
We got stuff we gonna do, you know. It's only right. That's why we connected. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's a bigger purpose. You know, it's bigger than these live videos. This is just the beginning.
And you already know. Of course we'll merge. That's why we on the live together. This is only metaphysical. Metaphysical go into the physical, and then TKO Capone.
See?
Check him out, bro. He polygamous too. He cool as shit too. Dude got like a couple of wives. He got some beautiful wives, but he on more of a Babylon tip.
You hear this? Say, hey, look, he say TKO on the Babylon tip. See how he threw him up in there? Now listen to Yakin.
Oh well, that ain't poly to me. Yeah, whoever doing,
he say that's not poly to him. He say how TKO Capone living is not polygamous to him.
Poly, and they on some Babylon shit. That ain't poly unless
he's trying. He a black. You know, the black man is a waste. They trying, and they need our example for them to know. Once he see your queens, he gonna get on. He gonna be like, whoa, that's how it's supposed to be.
Well, then he gonna lose his girls because if he got girls, if he got girls down with him who's not on a spiritual warrior path already, they're gonna walk out the door once he starts.
Hear that shit? He look here. This man on the IG live talking about TKO Capone, talking about his wives would one day would just walk out of the door, would just leave him because he's not on the spiritual path and all this enlightening shit or whatever.
That's a fact.
Out of there.
How the fuck? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Stop. Wait. Hold on. Let's stop. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Slow this shit down for a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna have to warm my coffee up. I'm gonna have to warm my coffee. Let me warm my coffee up. I'm gonna let this shit play for a minute. Hold on.
That's there for the wrong reason. They there for that money because he got
They out of there.
They got a lot of money, so they be there for the wrong reason.
Word.
Right.
You heard what Nature Boy said? Nature Boy said that TKO Capone women are there for the money. After that, then they gone type. How he know? How the fuck he know about? See what I'm saying, man? Look at this low-key hating ass shit right here.
See?
He be thought.
Right. See now.
Wow.
These queens.
Nature Boy say TKO Capone be thotting. You hear that shit? Wow, family. You see the shit I'm talking about? How he hate? You figured deal me? He stood TKO Capone up for the damn live. Look at this shit.
They not here for no money. They not here for no
They
fame.
here for sunlight and wisdom.
Yeah, they here to awaken the God within. They here to be in a bag. They here to be their higher selves.
Said him and his girls are doing OnlyFans. So he on another lifestyle. But
him and his girls doing OnlyFans. Right. I ain't mad at that. But that ain't the poly. That ain't real poly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
But he cool as shit though. He cool. You could tell he want to come into his consciousness. He a Pisces. He want to come in.
Man, that ain't got a motherfucker.
Cool. Yeah, he probably cool.
Nigga, I'm a Pisces. I don't want to come into none of that old broke ass, weak ass shit y'all talking about. 8, 9, and 12 and 15 people living in a basement and shit. Low ventilation. Everybody motherfucker smelling like corn chips and shit. Barely motherfucking washing. Women barely shaving. Barely using proper hygiene products and shit. Dragging breath, raggedy ass tongue and shit. Don't nobody want that wet sock ass feeling ass shit.
That's how some niggas is.
The fuck? Come on, fam. You got your women out there laying on the beach and shit on their back and shit. Like they submissive to your weak ass and shit. You spending up their food stamps and shit, nigga. The fuck?
A few people like
fuck
that.
Is you talking about, dude? You talking about recruiting women and not, nigga, you ain't recruiting shit, but some low life ass, low self-esteem ass women. That what the fuck that you doing? How you gonna hate on another nigga pocket and shit? You figured it? Come on, man. You Airbnb in it. Now the sister done already said from the damn audio, your ass staying in lighthouses and all this other shit. You got your girls, 5 of them and shit. Y'all up in the stove gym jank. Y'all up in that stealing shit. Self-checkout. You got the self-checkout shorties. Y'all checking out on motherfuckers and shit, man.
They kind of cool, you know, but they not really walking the same path as us.
Yeah, he cool, man. That's dude. He cool, man. And he like he look like my fucking brother too.
Oh, word. That's deep.
Y'all can't be in the tub. Y'all gotta fuck.
Man, like I think anybody that
that fake ass shit. Then he go talk about that TKO Capone and shit look like his brother and shit. You see that pseudo shit that I'm talking about right motherfucking here. But like I say, back to the story. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, you still chief?
Yeah.
Bet. Hey, that's lit. Hey, that's lit.
Yeah. But
So after the stealing, right? So did y'all travel to a bunch of places? Like y'all go to the beach? Like did he take y'all out?
Okay, so like I need to tell you what happened. Because like while I was there, something occurred. That's my mom in bed. So something occurred and
yes.
My friend said Ola. Ola too. She said Ola too.
Hey.
So you can't see nothing. So all right. Yeah, please, Mom. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a whole chance. You good? Okay, you good. It's going good. All right, that's straight. That's what's up. All right, you got everything you need. What you need? All right. Well, you have a good time babysitting.
Tell her to stay safe.
Stay safe. No, she's going across the street to my sister's house. Yeah. She's babysitting my nephew. All right. So, boom.
Let's get it.
So, I arrived there. He's the one that picks me up because the girls were, like, at the club. It was, Asia and what's the other girl's name? The one with the dreads. I forgot her name. Sasha, some shit like that. I don't know.
It's the perfect time to make my cough.
Oh. No, the one with the dress. It starts with an L. It's
Make my cough.
Lynette, Lisa,
No.
Lauren.
With the L. We're gonna call her L, all right?
Okay.
Because it don't even matter. So L and Asia, they both were at the club. The Asian one, she couldn't get in the club because she's too young. She's only mind you. Okay, now she came there 2 years ago. She just had turned 18, so that means she was there since she was 16.
Wait. So this is 2 years ago when you were there, and
2 years ago when I was there,
and she's been there since she was 16.
She's been there since she was 16.
What the fuck, bro?
So like,
wait,
when I was there, it was 2018.
She
was, yeah, she's still. It's the Asian one on his page. The Asian girl.
Yeah. So I'll definitely.
The ones that I'm talking about are the ones on his page. The one with the dress, that's the first one, and then the second one is the one with the. I mean, this is the only way I can describe him. Is the one with the really big boobs.
Yes.
And then and then it's the Asian girl. So them three are basically like the main ones. The first one, the one with the dress, she was with them for about like 7 years. So with him for about like 7 years probably. Asia, she was with them for about, I think, probably about 3, maybe 4. I could be off. I could be wrong about that. And then the other girl, when I was there, she was there for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A year or 2. Yeah, because I think she just had turned 18. And now there's another girl that was there, and her name was Brianna. Now, Brianna, I think she was actually with Nature Boy at one point, because I know she looked so familiar. Like, this girl, I felt like I met her. I was in person with her. It was so weird. Like, I felt like I knew her. And I was like, where do I know her from? Like, she looked so familiar, but I think she was a Nature Boy. So, at one point, like, she was there for a short period of time, I think, in Costa Rica or something.
So like, do girls be coming in, like a revolving door?
When I was there, like I said, only a week. It was only us. The girl, like, Brianna has told me that, like, girls have shared their experiences with him, because there are other girls that have other experiences being there.
Yeah, with
like
him.
You will find more people than just me. So,
damn,
and mine probably isn't even like the worst, because I didn't endure nothing. It was just an uncomfortable experience.
Okay.
It's not what
okay, so I have a question. I have 2 questions. Okay.
Yes.
So, first question: who controlled the punishment? Like when somebody fucked up, did they look towards Yakin in fear?
Yes. They okay. So this goes into what I'm going to explain to you next with the experience. So yes, he's basically the one that told them what to do. They basically listened to him and looked to him for answers, I guess.
Do any of the girls ask questions or like fight back, or do they all do what he said when he says it?
They basically do what he said, and what I didn't like was, if we thought differently than he thought, he would like verbally
abuse
like
you.
Bash you.
Yeah.
Like he would be like, oh, like he would use words verbatim, like, oh, you're stupid, you're lame, you're dumb, you're an idiot for thinking that, you're like shit like that. He would say that, and I would just be looking like, okay, like let him talk to me like that. Alright. So,
but he was calling y'all queens in a DM. Like, he was calling you a queen and all that other stuff in a DM, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So what happened was the second day. Okay, so I arrived to Las Vegas, and then they picked me up from Las Vegas, and we drove to Cali, Santa Monica, right? So
just you and him for the 6 hours, right?
Huh?
You and him for the 6 hours, right?
No, it was all of us.
Okay.
It was all of us.
Okay.
So we actually went to the casino in like Las Vegas or whatever. So we chilled there for a little bit, and then we headed home, right? So when we were heading there, it was cool. It was chill. Everything like seemed cool. I was like, oh, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty cool. So like everyone seemed to vibe good. You know what I mean, or whatever. And then like the next day, Asia now this is like kind of crazy because like this is when I guess I see his like true colors or whatever. Everything happens for a reason, you know what I mean? So
exactly.
Okay, so Asia made him. So like he would basically tell them to like make him something, or like they would be like his servants basically. He wouldn't be doing the cooking; it would be the girls doing the cooking, obviously. So, and he would want them to like if he says, "Oh, I want some tea," he would send someone to make him some tea, right? So he sent Asia to make him some tea, and when she brought him the tea, I guess she didn't tell him that the cup was really hot, and he dropped tea all over himself, right? Now, this is hot tea, and when I tell you, when I seen this, like, when I seen his skin after the tea fell, I was like, oh, no. Okay, like, I'm gonna just show you, this no disrespect, I'm gonna just show you where. So, the tea, it burnt from, like, here all the way, like, it almost hit his penis, bro.
Damn.
It almost hit it. It was like right here. Like, so all of this, no skin. Like, that skin had peeled off, right? God, so this man stood standing in a cold shower for hours. I mean, like, probably a whole day. Stood standing in the cold shower, right?
Is that why he be in the bath a lot now?
I don't know why he be. Maybe that could be a possibility.
Yeah, trying to heal that scar tissue and shit.
Yeah, that's probably because that shit was bad. Like, damn. I wouldn't wish that my worst enemy. Damn. I know that shit hurt.
Oh, wait, so this is gonna be Batman, right? With Heath Ledger as the Joker, right?
Yeah.
So you remember Two-Face? You remember like the face burnt up on the side and shit?
Yeah.
Like it looked like that shit?
It wasn't like bubbled up like that, but the skin, like, it was white. Like, his skin was like white.
Oh, that's
so you see how dark he is. His skin was white.
Damn.
So yeah, like that layer of epidermis just like came clean off.
Epidermis, yeah, the universe was teaching that nigga a lesson.
Ooh.
Watch your shit.
So yeah, so he basically like started cussing her out or whatever. Like you're so fucking stupid, blah blah blah. Like you're gonna leave. Like I'm gonna send you out of here, and like since you're not with me, you're gonna go to hell. He basically says if you don't follow him and his rules, you're going to hell. And that's when I was like,
what the fuck?
I don't know if I like it here or not because like this is a little too much for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm missing a lot because I have really bad memory, but it's all good though because you're getting the
yes.
Getting the
I can feel the vibe, and I can feel yes. Okay, so question: so did him and the women, or did the women try to have sex with you while you were there?
No, I will admit this.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm not proud of it. I did give him oral at one point with another girl. Like it was me and another girl giving oral, but nothing was ever forced sexually.
Okay,
at least during the time that I was there, nothing was forced sexually. Even though we all walked around naked in our panties at home.
Like that was like the rule. Like that was like the rule. Like you have to do that.
It's not like, I guess it wasn't mandatory.
But everybody else is doing it, so you feel weird if you don't do it.
I would feel weird if I wasn't. But I can definitely say that.
That's a form of manipulation.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it is all of that shit is a form of manipulation. But I can definitely say that helped me grow, like, not feel so self-conscious of my body.
Yes.
Because it wasn't like being put down or like looked at weird, you know what I mean? It was just like we're all just walking around, you know
it's
what
like
I mean?
being on a new beach, like that's where I was for 8 months, Yeah,
so we basically like, okay, so the first, I'm gonna tell you about the hotel, like when I first got there. So when I first got there in the hotel, Brianna was at the hotel, but we picked the girls up from the club, right? So we were staying at that Circus Hotel in Las Vegas, and we went in the room, and Brianna had the covers like covered here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, like, you know, she's just chilling with the, you know, a sleeveless shirt on or whatever. And when she got up, she just pulled the covers on and she just had panties on. I was like, oh, that's the type of, okay, so that's what we do here. Not that I was turned off by it, but I was just like, oh, that's new. Like, I guess because like we're like body positive, you know, like we're just gonna do this. And it's only him and then basically like the 5 girls that was there. Wait, yes.
So okay, so my next question is, so
Yes.
before you indulge with him in that intimate moment, were they like did they initiate it first, or were you the one that wanted it, like initiated it? Or
they were already doing it, and I joined in.
Okay, so like
doing that.
So he asked you to come join in, or you just wanted to come join in because like you felt
He
the vibe.
asked.
He asked.
He asked. Yeah, he
and
asked.
You felt the
me.
vibe and the
Like,
energy, and that's something that you
yeah, and I
wanted
was
to
just
do.
like, oh, like, why not? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Like, it is what it is. Like, this is new, it's different, but I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like you were out in Cali, like new experience. Yeah, see, that's what people don't understand is that a lot of people, take advantage of people that are tourists or in new places because you don't know the area. This is a new experience, so they can try new things on you that you may not be familiar with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the person's already in the mood of I'm already in a new place, I'm on vacation, so fuck it up. Like what stays in Vegas happens in Vegas. So they do shit that they wouldn't normally do. So I definitely understand how that environment, how all that, the way he talked to you, and just how the women, follow and obey him like that. Like that is a form of attraction, and in a sense, you know what I mean. Since we are educated in this like patriarchal society, that does like put a man at that kingship. So damn, that shit crazy, girl. That shit crazy. Like, so
there's still more though,
bro. What? Oh my god, it's a whole what?
There's still more.
Oh, come on.
And it's funny that I've never explained this thoroughly to someone, so now it's just bringing back shit, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, there's more. Yeah. So
this is healing, guys. For real, for real.
Yeah, and that's all that we go through shit to learn shit. And I was supposed to go through this. I was definitely like, I don't regret this at all. This was all a learning experience. Mm-hmm. Like, even though it didn't go as I planned, and I wanted to stay in Cali and do whatever, but it wasn't my environment, and it wasn't my time to leave home yet. Like, honestly, like, and that's how I felt. Because imagine if I fell into the trap of Nature Boy and I went to fucking Costa Rica.
Bro, I'm so glad you didn't.
Imagine if I went to Costa Rica, out of country.
Bro, like, you would still be there right now. Brainwashed like all the motherfuckers right now.
Hello. Because I wouldn't have felt like I had someone there to pull me out of it. And that's why I felt like I was meant to be there, because I was meant to be there to pull out of that. Because I wasn't already conditioned to what he was saying about anything. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have that point of view that he had. And if you had a different point of view, then he thought of you as weird. And I just thought that was weird.
Yes.
Like, why can't we all have our own point of view? Yes, I understand what you're saying and what you think is the truth, but we all have our different truths. Of course, there's an objective truth, but we all have our different experiences. And you can't force me to think or see the same thing you see or experience something you experience. Like, of course, I would take it into consideration, but that don't mean that I'm gonna just follow every little thing you say, because see, no, not I.
And that's what, like, and to build on that real quick, like, that's what I understand. Like, if we're all here supposed to share the same mind, I would have just been another personality in your brain, and we would just cycle through your body and experience life through your perspective with your mind. Mm-hmm. But we're not that. We're separate entities. Obviously part of the same organism. Because we're all one. But we're all supposed to have our different experiences for our different lives, our different things. Like, we're gonna like different things. Zoe don't like the same type of men that you like. Is y'all might like the same flowers. Y'all might like different fruits. So yeah. So that's crazy. That's mind-boggling to me. So my next question is: were any of the girls studying any information when it came to science, knowledge? Were they watching Nature Boy videos? Were they watching like Dr. for Valentine?
So the thing is, they probably did watch those videos, but they were so against Nature Boy. Like they didn't fuck with Nature Boy at all. Like, when I got there, Yakin didn't fuck with Nature Boy.
He talked shit about him.
Basically, like bro, they would say how
that fake shit on the internet, bro. These niggas are buds on the internet.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, maybe I don't know what's his purpose for doing that, because he definitely was.
I guarantee you, Nature Boy don't know. See, all Nature Boy sees is him having all those queens, and and that's all he talks about. So that's why they're friends online.
That is so weird to me,
bro. And he don't even know that y'all can't talking shit to him, to his queens, to his own queens behind Nature Boy's back, while Nature Boy's giving them credit on his platform. Y'all can't definitely using it, but that shit wild. So, do they watch anybody else, like Dr. Khalid Muhammad, anybody, or do they just sit up underneath this nigga?
So the what's it called? The builds that we would have.
Y'all would have builds?
It wasn't. Yes, we had builds.
Like
but
daily?
They tried to have it daily, yes, but let me tell you what it consists of, though, because it didn't feel like he would tell us some shit about something, right? But then he'll go on to talking negatively about someone or something.
Yeah.
And that's what turned me off, too, because he was so negative. Like, when I say negative, that's why I had to, like, it was just so...
against what he portrayed. Yes.
Yes, like, I was like, what did I just walk into? Like, why are you being so negative? Like, of course I didn't say that because I was very timid and stuff. And I was just like, I wasn't even, it's not that I was timid.
Mm-hmm.
I was just being observant. I wasn't speaking too much. I would just observe what's going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they would really talk about people a lot, and I was just like, why? Like, how is this a build and you're just sitting here and talking shit about people? Like, how are we supposed to build on that? Period.
So y'all
especially how you supposed to build if the only thing we're listening to is him and what he's saying? How are we supposed to build on each other's?
Exactly. Wait. So y'all didn't even talk amongst the females, like in those builds, like did he give y'all time to speak about what he said? Like, did he talk about nature? Did he talk about science? Did he talk about the universe? What did he talk about?
He would talk about little stuff here and there, but what he expected us to say was just to agree with him. Because if we had anything else to say, it was like, why are you even saying that? Or he would try to like say something to object what we would say.
So
if
I have another question.
It didn't pertain to what he said.
Okay, so another question. So does he does all the good times happen to be with his mood? So what I mean by this is that if he's laughing, singing, smiling, doing like in a good mood, everything's positive, all the queens are happy, right? But if somebody says something out of tune, out of line, the vibe changes and everybody's mood changes. Damn.
Something like that. Yeah, like he basically controls the atmosphere. Yeah, basically. Like what I said with the hold on. And that didn't even hit. Okay, so what I said with the tea that I got spilled on him, like his mood was like shit for like a couple of days, and those were basically the couple of days that I was there, right? So like his mood was kind of shitty, and what I didn't like was that we couldn't really go nowhere without him or without like a group. Like, say if me and one of the other girls wanted to just go and explore some shit, we couldn't really do it, like because we had to stay within the group, and I didn't like that because like, I'm new to the city. Like, I want to explore some shit. What the fuck?
So y'all didn't go to like beaches or like out to like that, like downtown?
To the beach. Let me tell you what was weird. It's so weird. So you know how we're naked in the fucking house. Tell me why when we go to the beach and I try to put my bathing suit. Okay, so only me and the Asian girl went to the beach because apparently we're the only ones that needed to get tan, right?
What?
So because we were the lightest ones. So
that don't make no sense.
Us to the beach.
Why not bring everybody to the beach?
So, like, I don't know. I'm just observing everything. Like, I'm just telling you everything as I observed it.
What?
And it was only me and her that went to the beach. And when we were there, she, like, I couldn't just have my suit on and then just walk to, like, the water or something. Because she would be like, oh, we can't be showing our bodies to other people or something like that. And I'm like,
what? So y'all had full clothes on or body paint on?
No, like we have to, like, say if we wanted to walk on the beach, like walk up and down like the beach, we would have to put our shorts on to walk up and down the beach.
So you couldn't just do it in a bathing suit and just hop in the water, play real quick, and then hop out and begin walking?
No.
What the fuck?
No. And it was only me and her, so I was just like, I'm new here, like I don't want to, I guess, disobey.
So y'all wasn't even there?
But, no, because they dropped us off at the beach because we lived we didn't live too far from the beach, from Santa Monica Beach. It was probably like less than like a 20-minute ride to Santa Monica Beach. So from where we lived at, and it was just, I don't know, it was different. It was very different, see, like that experience.
Yeah, see, if you would tell you...
Knocking. Hold on real quick.
Okay. So, dang, guys.
My Cuban neighbor finna give me some food.
Hey, that's what's up. What you eating?
Huh?
I said, what you eating today?
I don't know. What did I eat today?
Yeah, what food is he bringing you?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably like some rice and beans or something.
Hey, that's my favorite meal.
Yeah.
And tortillas.
What? Damn, I don't know. I got a rice. I mean, a bowl with the top. I'm gonna do this one. This one is on the floor.
Dang, that's wild. So she basically, she was his right hand, like she was keeping his order, his law on you while he wasn't even there.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Today, I mean, I got some food from the neighbors or whatever.
Hey, that's lit, free.
I mean, he always give me food though. That's my dog. And then he really trying to give me weed, and I give him some back. So it's cool, you know.
Hey, yeah. I know how it goes.
You know, we cool. It's like he's old. Shit. How old is he? He's probably like 60-something, 70-something. Old Cuban man. All right. So, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, college. So, the beach.
Yeah,
So,
about how
basically,
that
we
girl.
were only one going to the beach.
Yeah, so basically, like that girl was basically just keeping Yakin's law over you while at the beach while he's not even there. As if you're some type of fucking kidnapped person or some type of prisoner and shit. Like,
that's
what the fuck?
I felt, hence why I left a week later. Okay?
Damn,
mind you, in Florida, I fucking voluntarily repoed my car. I gave so many, like, clothes away. Like, I threw away so much shit. I only had 2 bags in my name.
Damn. Okay?
My suitcase and then my suitcase with my painting stuff. That's all I had on me that I brought there. But wait, there's more.
What?
I mean, I haven't even told you like when I left, like how I left.
Oh shit!
Like that's a whole story in itself. Okay.
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay. All right, so I guess we're gonna start that story. So Brianna, right? So when we're at the office to get food stamps or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Me and her had to go there the same day because she had an appointment. She had to like follow up on something, and I had an appointment. And so we're both sitting in the waiting room, and I think I'm pretty sure she said something about like, "Do you feel weird?" Both sitting in the waiting room, and this shit just don't feel right. So she's like, "Yeah, I thought I was the only one." Like she was like. Because, okay, so when he had picked me, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. When he had picked me up, he was telling me how they had a new girl. Her name was Brianna. And she acted kind of weird. Like, this is what he told me. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, like, maybe she's cool. Maybe she's just quiet. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't like to judge people, like, right or bad just because you don't talk. You're weird. Like, that's weird to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, like. So he's telling me that she's weird. And then she's telling me how she doesn't, like, really, she's not really feeling the vibe of the place and like the people, you know what I mean? Because she was just there about 3 weeks. The day that she left was exactly a month that she was there, and it was exactly a week that I was there. It's so weird. So,
damn. So she left when you came.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Oh. We actually left together. So,
shit.
So that's why I said I felt like I was supposed to be there for a reason because I felt like I was supposed to take her out of there. And now let me tell you. When I landed, okay, I see a lot of, like, repetitive numbers and stuff, like, it just pops up or whatever. I see a lot of that. Like, it's just very apparent in my vision, right? So, I usually see, like, 444 or, like, I see any double digit. And when I landed in Cali, I started seeing 222, and I was like, that's interesting. Like, I've never really seen 222 or, like, 22, and that's when I landed in Cali. That's what I started seeing. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I asked Yakin, and I was like, hey, like, I'm seeing that. And he was like, oh, that's funny. One of the other girls see that. Brianna sees that. And I was like, oh, like, it didn't mean nothing at the time when he said it. But then I look back at it, and I'm like, wow, okay. So there was a connection there. because she later on told me that she started seeing 444 when I had got there. Anyway, so so me and her are we're at the office and we're talking, and we're basically like, okay, so like we're not crazy, and we're gonna figure out a way to get out of here, right? So I think the next day or whatever, like I told you, we didn't really leave without their consent. So the next day we went outside. It was like a small apartment complex that's like gated, but it's like really small and it has like a little pool. So we sat by the pool. We just told them that we were going to sit by the pool, and we were just talking like about everything. Yeah. And remember when I told you that he said he had a dream about me? So apparently he has a dream about every girl that comes there. Apparently.
That's what he tells.
Yeah. No, because Brianna showed me messages of him telling her that he had a dream, and it had to do with something purple, and it was weird because it resonated with her because her favorite color is purple, and so it's just weird.
Yes.
How he brings up these dreams that resonate with us to make us feel like we're connected.
Yes. Wow.
That's what he does. So weird. Like, like a lot of stuff that he said was the same. Like that first message.
Hey, listen to that bullshit.
That he was telling me I'm resilient and stuff.
Yes.
He sent almost the exact same message to Brianna.
Yeah.
But he was basically using like
it was personalized for her
and stuff like that. Exactly.
Yeah, it was personalized for her.
Yes, and so it was just weird. I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, we got to get out of here. Like, this is not okay. So we stood by that pool talking for probably like about an hour or two. And then we were like, how are we going to do this? Like, are we just going to like go in there and like sit them down and tell them that we're leaving? Or are we just going to pack our shit and go? We ended up just packing our shit and go. Like, I didn't even say nothing. Like, I just started packing because like I had like a drawer. And, like, she had her stuff in the little drawer, whatever. And so I just started taking my stuff. Well, she took her bag, and she opened her drawer, and she started putting her stuff. And I'm just staying there, and I'm like, Heather, just get the fuck up and start packing your shit. Because you can't go back now. So I got my suitcase, and I started packing my shit. And I'm pretty sure I left some stuff there, but, you know, that shit always happens. And I know I left my food stamp card, so I know they're probably not using it now because it's been so much time that they probably canceled it because I haven't responded to anything that they've sent. So,
or it's expired.
Yeah, or that's probably the case too.
Which is why they keep bringing in new women and making them get food stamps, because if they leave, they have the. So, a question before you finish: do they make you unpack your bags, or did you do it willingly? Or do they say, here's your drawer, here's your stuff, like you can put it here? They gave me
like a spot to put my stuff, like a drawer. It was like this, like basically like a nightstand type thing.
So, okay.
Like I told you, it was a small apartment.
So your intentions on going there were to stay there for a long time, basically, and build with them. Yeah,
like build and buy. I didn't know the living situation or anything, so it was basically like to build, you know, and grow.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So it makes sense, okay. So you saying that that she started packing her bags because she heard the lady in the other room, and you started packing it too, or you were sitting there thinking about packing?
No, so like it's basically only a living room with a kitchen and a fucking bathroom, right? So it's basically like this is the living room. Hold on, let me try to give you a little. So this is the living room, right? So this is the entryway in the door, right?
Yes.
So this is the whole living room.
Yes.
Right here. There's gonna be a whole, mind you, there's a shit ton of stuff in that room, like a lot of studio equipment or
like technology and shit.
A lot of shit. No, like studio equipment, like radios or like mixers or something like that. It's just a lot of stuff.
Is it all hooked up, or is it all in boxes and shit, all packed up?
It's not hooked up, but it just has its own place. And it's not in boxes. It just has its own place, like against the wall or something like that.
The fuck?
Yeah, but it's a very small area. Like,
have 5 women, but he talking shit about my fan life. No, nigga, you put 5 women in a studio apartment, bro. Like, you should be able to afford at least a 2-bedroom place, a 3-bedroom place. All them. At
least a 1-bedroom.
Exactly,
at least
bro.
A 1-bedroom.
See, like, you giving it too much credit there, bro.
At the minimum, one.
But with five queens though,
Yeah.
5 queens, bro, 5 queens. Like you know how many, bro? Like you know how much money you make from like your job, bro. How much money I make, Zoe makes, bro. Come on, we can definitely have us a 2-story place, a townhome. Like if we're not trying to go to nature and shit like that, bro. Like we could definitely have us a little spot. Like you living in a studio, like that don't make no sense.
But then he's talking about how he has homes like
bro.
elsewhere in other parts. And I was just so confused. I was just like, so you got homes, but you got us living here.
That's wild.
In a studio with like 6 people in a studio. Like that's just odd. That was just odd. And it's not like I'm like high or anything because I'm not whatsoever. But it's just like it's common sense. Like you can't see we did that in the projects, but like we're not trying to do that now.
See,
you know what I mean?
The thing about you is like you've experienced life, so you've been with people that taken care, like have treated you bad and have taken like good care of you. I could tell. So you know what is legit, what's up and down. So you definitely were spotted some shit, which is why your intuition was led. I saying like, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of here. You feel me?
Exactly. Because that shit was.
Okay, so like walk me through. So y'all are both hacking y'all's bags and shit. What the fuck?
Hacking our bags. Okay, so no one's really saying anything. I think he said something to Brianna, like, "Oh, are you leaving?" or something like that, and she has said something, but no one says nothing to me. But all he said was, because I had a little suitcase, like the little carry-on suitcase. I had one of those with my painting stuff, but I hadn't even got that out the car yet. I'm still in the car.
So
a week later, I'm still in the car.
Wait, so how many?
I haven't even painted. Haven't done shit. When I told you that whole week, I did not do shit there. Besides Las Vegas, when I landed there, I did not do shit because he got tea spilled on him, and so therefore I couldn't do nothing. But I experienced all of his personalities and shit like that during that time.
So did he have any anger episodes and shit?
He was like when she had spilled tea on him, he was very upset. He was yelling. Yes, he would call them names. Like he would call them names. He would just call them names.
Like would he call it out of her name?
You want to call a woman? That's what you would.
So he wouldn't call them by her by their names.
No, if he was mad, he wouldn't call them by their names.
Damn, that shit wild. Okay.
Yeah,
so who paid for all this stuff? Did he pull out a wallet? Did his queens pay for it? Like, did he give money to his queens? Like, how did like?
Now he has a wallet. I think he has some money in his wallet. Yeah, sure. I think I saw some money.
License, ID, all that.
What?
License, ID, all that.
I don't know if I've seen his license, but I'm pretty sure he had a license. He had a car. So
did he swipe? Have a credit card or a debit card? Did he talk about it?
He may have had a credit card. I mean, a debit card. Okay. He may have had a debit card.
Okay. My last question: Do any of them do the queens have bank accounts? Like, did they have their own money, like their own cards, their own cash? What? Why are you taking your hit?
I think they give all of it to him.
Damn. Why do you say that?
Because I think I was told that. Not that I told you.
Yes, yeah.
It was about 2 years ago, so my mind isn't so clear, but I believe that they give it to him.
Dang.
That's why they only had stuff here and there.
So you never seen the queens pull out a wallet to pay for some of their own? Like maybe they wanted their own candy or wanted their own, fruit, and they're like, here, let me go buy this real quick, and then step out the car and go buy it? Or did he the one always was the one in front of the cashier?
The one with the dreads, I think she had more of the control of the money.
Okay.
Obviously. As in holding it and going places and spending it, other than him.
Yeah. That makes sense. She's been in the longest, so she probably knows the entire plan. Yeah. Okay. All right, so he saw y'all packing?
Yes. Yes. Like I said, when I had to go and get my suitcase from the car, he sent two of the girls, the one with the dreads and the Asian one, I think, yes.
Mhm.
He sent them to take us to the car so I could get my suitcase.
So the Asian one was the one that was 18 at the time when you were there, and she'd already been in that relationship with him and that girl for 2 years prior, right? So no wonder why she's the one that's also his like left hand man or her left hand female, you know, because she's been there since she was young. Like she don't know nothing else. You know what I mean?
Basically. Like she's brainwashed. Like she's like brainwashed.
Damn.
Like
Okay, so that
like
so
she's
that's the
always
right hand
like,
and
y'all
left
kid
hand.
is my god, and I'm like,
That's the right hand and left hand right there. The one with dreads and then the Asian one. All right.
yeah, basically.
All right.
And then the other one, she. Let's just say, like, she just follows what he says, like, in a way that's, like, I don't mean to say, like, in a mean way, but, like, common sense is not really there for her.
So, like, her mind's not there, so, like, when you try to have a conversation, like, she's not, like, illiterate, like, can she have conversations, can she speak, like, can you tell that there's intelligence there?
Not as fluently as you would think she can being with him. Like, she can't, like, she's more of like the bubbly, like giggly, like not
the
like
underdeveloped one.
Like more to agree with you than to have
more. Yeah, so the more underdeveloped, like more. Yes.
About.
Damn. I guarantee you, bro. Okay, yeah, so now my next question is: does she have a GED or high school diploma?
I don't know about any of them having anything. Honestly, like they didn't really disclose that. Like, I wasn't there long enough to actually ask those types of questions.
Yes.
Or feel comfortable to even ask those types of questions. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, while you were there, or like prior, did he send you videos on what to watch? Like, does he have books that he studies, or like, how does he like how do you even know that he has any information? He like you don't post no videos of him talking about no knowledge, like bro, like what sources did y'all see him using? Like, you know how Nature Boy uses the Bible and like Bruce Lipton and shit like that to prove what he's saying? Like, what did he use to prove what he was saying?
Yeah.
Like, did he have any references to sources?
Stuff. Like, he didn't like say his sources, but just like Nature Boy, he would just say what he knows. You know what I mean? Like, or he would just go on YouTube and like pull up something, which is not bad, you know, to go on YouTube and find something. But
okay.
I really feel like it just didn't feel like he was really trying to really build, like really share his knowledge. Like maybe he shared it with them during that whole span of time that they were with him, but when that period of time that I was there, it just felt more like they were gossiping about shit. Like they were just gossiping.
Like about Instagram shit?
What?
Like about Instagram shit?
About either that, or it would be about Nature Boy, or about like some other person that they didn't agree with, or some shit.
What the fuck?
And I actually think he said something about Dr. Sadie, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Bro, that shit, I guarantee you, bro.
I was like,
bro, I guarantee you, he studied underneath Nature Boy. I guarantee you. And
it would be so weird because he said that he didn't like. He was like, Nature Boy is like not like the move based.
That's what a lot of niggas do. Like, that's a lot of niggas
don't
say.
Even listen to Nature Boy.
Like Wavy P is one of them niggas that says that. But watching his videos every day and shit, like, damn, that shit. Okay. Anyways, my bad. So let's go back to the story. Okay, so
I know it's crazy.
Yes, and I know your mom was walking through the back, so I know you did the pause and things like that. So.
Now she left. Like we good now. That's why I'm just talking right now.
Okay, bet. So my next question is that. So he saw y'all leaving, and he said, like, so y'all going somewhere? Now walk me through what happened.
No, well, we basically I think she just said that we were leaving, and then that I think he already knew. Like he felt it. That's why he told the girls to take me to the car to get my other suitcase.
Okay.
So while the girls were taking me. While the girls were taking me, we were walking, and the girl with the dreads that's been there the longest, she was like, y'all are late for this. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Someone that I'm meeting up with is here, so I will call you back, all right?
Okay, perfect.
All right,
bye.
Okay, word. I'm gonna go ahead and then open up the line. I'm gonna get Dukulu back up here. And we'll go ahead and then, you know what I'm saying, finish out with this Jim Jank right here. I'm gonna open up the panel, open up the floor. You know, like I say, for everybody that's been tuning in, like I say, if you got anything in reference to, you know, what's going on right now, you know what I'm saying, with this brainwashing type of shit or whatever that's going on, this cultism, pseudo-polygamy that's going on. Yeah, facts. I'm gonna go ahead and then drop the link on this Jim Jank or whatever. Okay, facts. The Kulu, what's good with it?
What's good, my brother? What's good?
Okay, all right.
Man, it's just wild, man. These dudes be betraying one thing online and then be completely something else in real life. And
Right.
wow.
Right.
Wow.
So like I say with him, how did you come across her? Did she reach out to you or whatever?
Yeah, so I knew her 2 years prior, before when I was in San Diego, the Long Beach area.
Hold on
Doing,
one sec. Hold on one sec. You got on earbuds right now?
no, but I do got some apps open. Me close them real quick. Hold on.
No. It sounded like you real close to the phone. I didn't know if you had on the earbud and it was real close to your mouth. You got a sensitive phone.
Okay, can you hear me now? Better?
Oh yeah, I hear you great. Yes, that's great.
Bet. Yeah, so we met via Instagram online, and she was just somebody cool and chill, and that was before I did van life part one in California. And about a couple weeks ago, when I was scalping Yakin, for the video that him and Wavy P did against me, I posted a couple of screenshots of his messages to me, and she actually DM'd me and said that she had an experience with him. And that's when we called each other and then recorded that interview. So that was recent.
Yeah, that's crazy because like I say, within the confines of the interview, I was thrown off, and I seen you even put it in the comments too. What was it with the thing with the whole 16 years old thing? Like that's what he doing?
Yeah, so she was explaining, and like we can find, when she says it in the video, that at the time to when she came to Las Vegas, in the hotel, that she was 18, and she's been in that relationship with Yakin prior 2 years. So that means that she would have been 16 when they first were talking in a relationship. If she would have been 18 at the time, like she explained in the video, right? And that's just wild to me, and yeah. And then I don't know her name, but she kept saying the Asian looking one. So I don't know his queens or any of their names, so I don't know which one that is, but I think that she's still over there.
Okay, now I think I did see an Asian looking sister or whatever. I'm not for sure, but like I say, all of that shit right there is crazy. And then, like I say, with that whole thing, with the interview, brother, I got to tell you that you did a phenomenal job. Because like I say, it's a lot of people that even been, questioning me, about this guy. I reached out to him and he actually, like I say, he declined the interview based off of what he's seen today, that I'm sure that Nature Boy sent him a message and told him about. What you think about that?
I think, on one perspective, if you're a man, you're supposed to handle your own stuff. You don't let another man, tell you what you can and can't do. If you call yourself a god, if you're your own man. So he shouldn't be scared to come do an interview, because TK Capone did an interview. I did an interview. Many other great people have done interviews on this great platform. Even Wavy P's dumbass did an interview, right? So the fact that he won't do an interview because of what somebody told him is just wild to me.
That ain't nothing but some deflecting shit. That's all the fuck that is. That's period, point blank. So why in the hell, you got to think about it for what it's worth. Okay, you didn't want to do the interview with TKO Capone, but then you get up on the Jim Jank and then you on front with Yakin. And I noticed too, within the confines of that, interview you conducted, the lady did say, the sister did say that Yakin didn't even like Nature Boy.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me, because I guarantee you that Yakin studied underneath Nature Boy, and then maybe they got into it, maybe something happened, and then Yakin started doing his own thing, and bro, like I guarantee you, Wavy P in his own reality to his own queens talk shit about Nature Boy. I guarantee you, if we ask Naomi Did Wavy P mention Nature Boy? I guarantee you, Wavy P talks shit about a Nature Boy. So it doesn't surprise me that they talk shit and gossip about these people on the internet. You know what I mean?
Okay, pardon me, because I always mute up. But like I say, the thing, what I mean, like I said, with this dude, what I'm saying, y'all can, and with her, reaching out to you, what is it, what I'm saying, with this whole polygamy movement within itself, to have women that want to just abandon their homes and just throw away anything, disregard everything to be a part of something like this. What's going on? Can you break it down for me?
I think that there's two different ways we can look at this. I think that there are real legit people that want to practice polygamy and how it has always been practiced properly in its proper form, the right way. And then you have people that target specific is women who've been traumatically experienced and who have went through things in their life that has caused them to be mentally ill or suffer from depression or anxiety, and they're looking for something outside of themselves to release them of what they're going like what's going on internally. So a lot of these women are going through spiritual awakenings and wanting to find their connection to the universe or to the earth or to God. So they're going online and looking up these teachers, and these teachers they know exactly which group and category of women they're targeting, which we can tell by the age group that they're targeting. So they target young women, 21, 19, 18, because they haven't been in the real world. They haven't paid their own bills. They haven't worked and paid their own car notes, paid their own insurance. They haven't, done things for themselves. I've been doing this since I was 16 and 17 years old. So, um, like these young women haven't done it, and a lot of them create these fantasies in their mind, with this knowledge, and they don't know how to apply it to the real world. And these guys, they play on it. And like you saw in the video, like Ken is a dream seller, like you said. He sells dreams. Is he tells them, first he asks them what's their favorite color, what's that. He gets to know them a little bit, and then he says he'll have a dream about them, and through synchronicities, through what the person's believing and reading, it will look like from the person's perception that it's something magical and that he's a prophet or that he's actually, is connected to the universe, right? And they fall victim to it. It's preying on it psychically. It's psychic praying, it's emotionally praying, and it's praying with information, knowledge. And to me, it's a shame. And this is why, like, I'm against all these people. And it's funny because when you look at Wavy P, Nature Boy, Yakin, you see the similarities between all of them. They all share women. They're all best friends with each other online. They all in each other's live streams and shit like that. You know what I mean? They all hate the same people. They all hate on you. They all hate on me. They all hate on Pharaoh and other people. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy to me, you know, that this shit is, it's just wild, It's wild, bro.
I think all this shit wild, but the wildest thing about it is that she was able to recognize what the hell was going on. Like she said that, that she observed, that he told them the same damn story about that dream. So what is it about, pardon me, what is it about these certain type of individuals that these women, are running to? They running headlong to these men, especially with a certain type of looking woman as well.
See, and I've asked my goddesses this as well, because as when we first met, is Delina went through her situation with that guy Isaiah, that we did a video about, and he was learning up underneath Nature Boy. So what I learned was that if you're a woman that has grinded and been through the mud and has put your your toes in the ground and rolled up your sleeves and went to work and took care of your responsibilities in your youth, and you didn't really have that dependent factor. I feel like that builds you up differently, and that you have more faith in yourself than you do another person. And then I think that's how they prey on them. I've noticed that when Zoe, she had to, do things on her own, to help her mom, to help her sisters, to help her brother. And she would never fall victim for something like that. She would never fall victim to some stupid, pseudo, it's spiritual rhetoric, phrases that they use. And you can always tell when they use it as well because their eyes start to squint, their voice start to change, you know. It's shit funny to me, but I think it's that, like people in their youth who have, is took on the role of responsibility of taking care of your family, taking care of the household, is getting a job young, is taking care of yourself, is actually going out there and having faith in yourself and knowing that if you put a good day hard work in, is you always gonna be all right, And I think that, with that gains experience, and you don't fall for victim like that. And you don't fall for situations and stuff like that. Like that's what I personally think.
Okay, facts. Pardon me for the prolonged pause. Like I say, I always, hit the microphone. I hit the damn mute button in the whole damn nine. But I just went ahead and dropped the link in the chat for anybody that want to come up, for anybody that want to speak on this brainwashing, cultism, pseudo-polygamy, false gods, and more. Like I say, Dakulu, for the majority of the time, I'm basically going to be muted up. I know that it's a lot that you have as far as information-wise that you want to speak in reference, to this cultism, so to say. So yeah, most definitely. So you go ahead. Like I said, I'm gonna let you go ahead and then handle that. I'm gonna mute up, and I'm gonna go ahead and then add my next. Okay, this Peanut. What's up, Peanut Nola? What's good?
You heard me,
brother.
What's
right,
up?
Right.
Hey, I want to tell Dakulu. I want to ask him some questions if you don't mind.
Feel free, brother.
How you do? And world. Thank you for being the best news. But anyway, Dakulu, I want to. I want to tell you I got a lot of respect for you because I actually watch you, okay? So I know if you see me, I sneak in and I watch. Okay, what you doing and what the others are doing are totally different. Excuse me. Do you hear what I'm saying? What you're doing and what the others are doing is totally different. Okay, I married one woman. Okay, so I'm not, and I didn't learn anything about polygamy until I started learning about Nature Boy. Okay, so, but listening to you and your teaching and the way you treat your women and the way you do your thing is totally different than I see what Nature Boy doing. I don't see you bending your ass over and getting screwed by other men. I don't see you doing the things that Nature Bum has been doing, manipulating, destroying people. I don't see you bringing young women who are inexperienced and just basically manipulating their mind and brainwashing them. I don't see that in you, Dakulu. So I want to ask you, and I really believe what's going on with this new culture thing that's going on with polygamy, so-called polygamy, because I don't believe that all of this is polygamy, not what I read upon. Now when it comes to you, I believe you're actually doing it correctly. But what I'm talking about is these other guys who popping up out of nowhere. And it's a shameful thing because what I'm seeing is a cult that is using a way of having sex. He also is screwing the men too. So what do you feel about his polygamy and screwing the men too? That's the question I have to ask you.
I feel like it's a disgrace to our ancestors. I feel like it's because he poses as one of our ancestors. He dresses like them. He uses some of the knowledge that they spew, but he's barely tapping into it. So to me, it's a disgrace. And this is how World and I even met in the first place, was because we talked about this. I felt like, and this was my bad perspective, that World was just, getting on everybody that wanted to be part of nature, and there are some good people that want to do it the right way. And me and World had this conversation, and he had to show me videos and interviews that he did of people doing it the right way. And that changed my whole mind. So I feel like he's tainting polygamy. He's tainting this holistic movement. He's tainting this back to nature movement. He's tainting basically nature in general. There's a bunch of things that I don't even do or wear or say or study because he dabbles in it, and to me it's a disgrace. He's a disgrace. Everything he does, is a disgrace to our community, to Black men, to especially Black women. It's a disgrace, and I appreciate all the stuff that you said prior.
Oh, and I'm about to I'm gonna be quiet, and I want to let the other brother come on. But one more thing I do have to say is I get real pissed off that he carries the name Chief. Do he even know who his tribe is? And that thing, and let me tell you something. I'm one person. I get sick and tired of them guys wearing costumes and not knowing who they are and who their ancestors are. And I'm getting so many of my other chiefs who I talk to, and we look at him as a small piece of shit. Okay, so he's not a man in our book. Okay, so him wearing that chief outfit, ask him why do he call himself chief? If you ever get a chance to talk to him, why do he even see himself as a chief? So I'm gonna be quiet and let my other brother talk.
Peace, Kings. Peace, Kings. What's going on, everybody? Beam team, what's beaming? Jakula, what's going on with you, King?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, nothing, man. Hey, I'm just,
Oh, I think he cut off.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, but that chief crown that he has, that headdress, like we actually looked it up. I actually have a post on my Instagram. It's actually like $55 on Amazon. So he actually ordered it off Amazon. And I did a video breaking down how real tribes actually pass it down from fathers to fathers, and they wear it to embody the spirit of the previous chiefs before them, and they each chief adds a specific ornament or a feather or a jewel to it as they pass it down from each chief. They make their own headdresses. They don't buy it off Amazon. So I definitely feel you when you say he's not a real chief and he's not even a real man.
Yeah, I don't like to be disrespectful to him, but I don't. Do he even know anything about being a chief, and do he even know the rituals about being a chief? Okay, there's a lot to being just a chief. You know what I'm saying? And I just some of the stuff that I see, I really believe is ridiculous, and I just can't believe so many people are falling for this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when I listened to you, you were teaching science. You were teaching. I mean, it was unbelievable. I was watching the cells that you were showing. I was very, very, very intrigued on what you were teaching. You were teaching things, and I don't see Nature Boy actually really teaching. I think he's getting a lot of his teaching from somewhere else because it sounds ridiculous. Okay, it just sounds ridiculous to me. But what you think about these things? And we'll wait till the next guy come on. World, are you still there? I don't know if World's still there, but anyway, I'm gonna be quiet.
I appreciate that, and no, he don't teach about nature. Like, when have you ever heard Nature Boy teach about the anatomy of grass, of a tree? When have you ever seen Nature Boy break down the rings of a tree, the cambium, the bark? When have you seen Nature Boy break down the leaves, the bees, the connection between the bees and the flowers? When have you seen him talk about air currents or ocean currents, anything that has to do with the actual planet? Never, but he claims to be about nature, and my thing is that, I think that, it's, it's a shame, you know what I mean? It's a shame. And the way that all of these guys, from Yakin to Nature Boy, like, the way that they do polygamy, I want everybody to know that watches this video and that watches after, that is not polygamy. And if
you're yeah, when we watch it, it seems negative. Like I said, if I didn't ever meet you, I would have been very negative towards polygamy. And I'm just being honest with you. If I didn't never meet you, I would have been very, very negative towards polygamy. I thought when I first met you, I thought you were a part of the fuckery. I didn't know you personally, and I seen that little faggot that was talking to you a lot. And when I thought sometimes birds of the feather flocks together, and I just thought, I said, well, what the fuck is he dealing with him for? And then I had to think to myself, I said, you know what? He's trying to build with a young man who is lost. And then I started to give you a chance, and then I start realizing you're a beam team beast, okay? And you out for the good of the people, you heard me? So I'm not gonna never come at you chief to chief, because I believe that you are chief as well, because you're actually being a leader as a chief. I don't look at that bitch who is controlling several other women and doing multiple demon shit to men and women. This is the same man, and I want y'all to remember this. This is the same man that what about, we talk about the kids, but what about the damn dog he let lick his shit? The man is filthy. He can never be a chief in my book. He can never be a chief in my book. You don't let your son touch your shit. You don't let a dog lick your shit. That's just me. I don't know a leader like that. I don't know a leader like that, Dakulu.
Like to let another animal outside of, you know, what we're supposed to be with is like a woman to lick you in areas like that is weird to me. That is not natural. That's not normal. That's not original. You know, that's artificial. You know, that's something that's, you know, that he has to, you know, heal internally. And I agree with you, like, about everything you said. You know, for me, you know, and I'm still learning, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I'm not perfect. Like, Zoe and I get in arguments, Delina and I get in arguments, just like every normal relationship, you know what I mean?
That's life.
You know, so I'm not perfect. I'm learning, you know, and, you know, I'm learning from people that I feel like are successfully doing it the right way, you know, off camera. If they're not online, you know, like parading their relationship, if not showing it around, you know, these are real life, you know, citizens that are, you know, real life, you know, people, you know, so I'm, you know, like learning as well. So, like, I appreciate everything you said, but I'm not perfect, and I'm learning, and, you know, I'm like we're still growing as a relationship as well. But everything that he's doing to those women is to the men is sick, and especially, you know, how, you know, he's putting specific people in relationships, and it's just, to me, it's a slaveogamy. You know what I mean? It's a slavery. You know, slaveogamy. You know, like, that's what it is. You know, it's not polygamy. It's not polygyny. It's slaveogamy. You know.
Well, it's definitely slave when you let a white man stick a finger up your rectum and you're playing and you're in a palm game and you're a porno star. I mean, this is your chief. And for those who, if you're a young person that is listening to me and this young king talk, think about the differences between man, a real man. A real man don't let a motherfucker, a fucking white supremacist, stick a finger up his fucking rectum. And I'm sorry that you guys are listening to me talk like this, but it disturbs me that we got people that are weak, so weak to the point where they want to follow such a bitch. He ain't a fucking man. Man don't let that happen to them. But he called himself an alpha. That's not alpha to me. And you're the leader. He needs to fall in line, because he is not. You know who's leading that? The one who left. Because she's more manner than he ever been.
Facts. No, like, you know, mind you, right? I'm only 24. I will never in my life ever let a man do that to me. I'll leave this planet before. And that's just who I am, and how I'm doing. Hey, buddy. And you know, so you're exactly right. He's not a man, you know, and it blows my mind how people still follow him, right? And it's just, and I always think about this, right? You know, he always asks, you know, is what's going to happen when society falls, right? When all the system comes down, right? He always says this to people that are apparently in Babylon, right? Let's actually play this out. What will happen if right now, right, everything just shut down like The Walking Dead, right? How is he going to protect any of those women, any of his tribe members?
He gonna be the first to run. He gonna be the first to run.
Like they don't even own cars. They're gonna be walking down the side of the road, right? And they don't even know how to make bows and arrows, and they're gonna be stealing. Is he gonna have Pisces and Solar and True stealing with little machetes and little kitchen knives? So all that talk that he does, it's funny to me, and it's crazy how y'all can, right? The same dude. Let's apply the same thought experiment to Yakin and his queens, right? He got I don't even know how many queens he got, right? And butter knives, kitchen knives, a shovel. That's what they're gonna run around with. And people like me, Nola Chief, is gonna be strapped up.
Well, you always say, the weakest link, and this is what I was saying before we, when the melanated brother just got murdered down, but like a dog, when these two white supremacists murdered him, and I keep telling them, I said, man, teach your kids how, let's teach our kids to hunt. Let's teach our kids to live off the land for a couple of days instead of this internet, and then because we're not prepared people. We're not prepared. And you know what nature bitch gonna do? He gonna sacrifice the women. See, that's the kind of man that will sacrifice the women. See, I don't know how long you've been following nature bitch. I don't know how long you've been following the man. But if you would know nature or nature bum, as long as all of us do, you would have seen in Costa Rica what happened to him. You would have seen in Palenque, you would have seen all the episodes when he was caught in a bus. And the first thing he was doing, he was crying like a bitch. He's not what you think he is, you heard me? He ain't what you think he is.
And I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think that those police departments down there in the tropics are as tough as the ones up here in America. Like, that's just me personally, and I might be biased, but if you backing down to those officers in Palenque or wherever you at, man, I can only imagine what you would do over here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right. I keep telling people, when you sit a man that runs his mouth and talk too much, a man who speak and just talk about how great he is, a man who talk about how good he look, a man who talk about how superior he is in muscles, ain't worth shit. See, a man with a thinking man, a man who don't allow you to know what he's thinking, is a dangerous man, a quiet man who don't have to talk with his mouth. And see, this is what a lot of people don't understand, that Nature Boy is mouth. And he has a lot of disciples, a lot of pedophiles that are his disciples. He made these people confess. He is the one who had True get up there and talk that shit about him touching his sisters. He the one exposed every person that was in carbonation. He has damaged goods and carbonation. These people are mentally fucked up. That's facts.
Yep. And they're targeting young people because they're going to be the ones that are going to grow up and have children, and they're going to teach the same rhetoric, right? Yeah. So I'm going to say this, right? They're creating like a small syndicate between them, right? And we kind of see it being expressed online. They're sharing women, right? Wavy P met his queen in Nature Boy's live, right? All of this stuff is connected, like Will's been saying. It's all a script. And what we gotta understand is that Yakin is literally a disciple. Like he's probably one of Nature Boy's greatest students, to be honest. right? And that's why Nature Boy gives him so much respect. Like, who have you seen Nature Boy give so much respect to, so much adulation on live?
No, nobody.
Every other real man, he's talked shit about, kicked him off the live, right? Nobody but Yakin. He has never gave nobody as much adulation as he gave Yakin, not even his own queens, right? So it's just mind-boggling to me. And if we apply that same like scenario, you know, if the world shut down right now with Yakin, he don't know the motherfucking air from the ocean. You know, he don't know how to find no water. He don't like they're not built like that. You know, it's the goddess told us how they're living. Now he got studio equipment. He's a wannabe lost rapper, right? Who can't even make a hit, and they have to steal and use food stamps. Like, come on, man. Like, and then you had the nerve. Him and Wavy P had the nerve to do a live and talk shit about me and my movement, my van, my queen, and all that shit. But you're using food stamps. I ain't never had to apply for food stamps in my life, and I'm just not saying that there's nothing wrong with food stamps because I know that people need them, you know, and it's there for a reason, you know. If you need it, take it. But for me, I've never been a person that has had to use it, you know, because I've always worked. I've been working since I was 17 years old. And you know, it's just it's crazy, Nola. It's crazy, Nola.
And it's a shame that we know so much, and you know, the fucked up shit. You know, I think the sad part is we have enough evidence as far as schemes, getting other people. If you call the food stamp office, that we can stop this bullshit. You hear me? But there's a lot of things we got to have people that's teaming up with World to do this shit. I mean, we know that he's using government assistance. We know that he's recruiting motherfuckers that's dumb as a motherfucker, don't even know they probably don't even know their motherfucking ABCs. I mean, these are mentally ill, challenged people. Aya, when she walks around, poor girl, I mean, shit, she looked like she spaced out half of the time. You hear me? I don't know what the fuck wrong with this girl. That girl is mentally fucked up. She might be in suicide someday. I hope and pray it don't happen. But we got to understand that. Look at the people. He ain't got men over there like you and I. He ain't got men over there like you, like World and I, like Melvin Brown and I, and all the other alpha men over there. He ain't, cause you know what? Because ain't no motherfucker taking my woman. Ain't nobody taking my woman. And that's I don't understand these fucked up men over there, because I just don't, I didn't come from that kind of bloodline. You hear me? I'm a leader, not no follower. I was born to be a leader.
Thanks.
Well, we waiting on King to come back. I see you back in the fold.
Yeah, but I would never allow a dude to take my queens like that and then parade them online like they're his. And it's crazy because, you know, everybody wants to put like hard eyes and shit on their motherfucking shit. This shit's so, like, I don't understand, like, why are they liking fake shit? It makes no like difference. And you know some, like Nola, me and my queens have been together longer than any of Nature Boy's polygamous relationships.
Wow.
We've been together about 10 months, all three of us. And that's been longer than Nature Boy has even had a polygamous relationship. The same two women.
That's beautiful, man. Man, this is some heavy stuff, brothers.
Yeah.
When the men gonna get mad? And you know what? Because World gets mad by himself. The cooler joins in with him. And I'm so glad to see my brother from another mother up here. You heard me? Because I think it's time for the alpha with strong bloodlines to start speaking up. Because what the hell he gonna do? What he gonna do?
He ain't gonna do shit. But let me correct you though. I'm never mad. Just don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't be mad about shit that motherfucker.
No. You get what I mean. You get what I'm talking about. You the only brother that actually that put your chest out like a man.
Nah, I mean other people
speak
have
your
it.
real.
Yeah, I mean other people, you know what I'm saying? They done did it too. It's just that when hey, look here. It ain't no games with this shit when it come to this reporting shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just all the fuck it is. I don't want nobody to say, well, I did this and I did that. We see fuck shit, bro. We make it make sense, man. That's how the fuck it is, man.
Shit, I'm
and see, it ain't
always
even
on
really
that nigga head.
facts. And see, it ain't even really
Always.
about, you know what I'm saying, the nigga Nature Boy. It's about the nigga y'all saying today. That's what we talking about. We talking about this brainwashing shit, this cultism shit. You feel me? He just so happened to be on the live with that nigga the other day, and the low-key shade and shit that nigga threw at TKO, as well as other shit. You feel me? If he was in Cali or anywhere near there or whatever, why they don't acknowledge the God? You figure, deal me? They don't acknowledge the Kulu. You feel what I'm saying? They see what he doing, but then they gonna try to downplay what TKO doing, despite what he doing or how he doing whatever the fuck that he doing. See, that's the shit that I'm talking about. When motherfuckers group up in pairs and then try to throw you the fuck up under the bus. That's the fuck shit. We gotta highlight that shit. And then all of this manipulation shit with these women. Come on, man. The girl said she was 16, 6 to the teen over that bitch, and he taking all that EBT card type of shit. Man, hey, look, let me. Hey, look here, right? Look here, right? Shout out to my peoples, man. They already know how they moving and shit. You know you are and shit, right? But yo, they sent me to Jim J. I didn't even know who that nigga was. Now I know exactly who that Negro is. I know exactly who he is now. Yeah. Yeah,
he one of them niggas, man.
Hey, Carbon. Yo, he is definitely one of them. Hey, look here, bro. He played on the Parenthood. That's what he played on. He was on I bullshit you not. Cook. I knew he looked familiar type of shit. That's why he be playing like he, you know what I'm saying, he that nigga and shit. I get it now. I get it with a low key shade with TKO type of shit or whatever. Cause see, Nature Boy was just in the, you know, the entertainment, you know, business and shit. See, TKO don't been on MTV and shit. See, that's why they would hate you. Do you see what a shade coming with this shit right here?
Right.
Okay.
Because they not following the script. That's why he doing his own thing, making it look real good. And them niggas is you know, they looking real nasty and sloppy out here with it. TK, you know, he put the finesse on it. You know what I mean? Got the girls looking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he really do. He really do. And I got to step back and say I don't know too much about TK, but I have seen him. And you know, he got the girls looking nice. And when you see Nature Bum and other tribes, they looking shitty. You know, so and that's an like I said, World, you know a little bit about TK. TK came on for a few minutes, you know, a couple of videos, so I didn't get a chance to really figure him out, whatever. You know, I'm still trying to figure him out. So World knows better than anybody.
And when you say they look shitty, like you're not talking about just the physical like clothes. Like you're talking about.
We're talking about their body. We're talking about.
Exactly. You look at their essence. Like they look like they're fully human. Like they're all there. Like their souls there. They look healthy.
They sucked up, man. They look sucked up. Look at Zoka. Zoka came in. The little girl came in, and she was so pretty, in my opinion. I think she was a pretty little girl. She came on in, like I said, I don't have no attraction to her. I'm an old ass 45-year-old man. But I looked at her as like a daughter. And when she went to Carbon, I was like, please, little girl, don't go over there. You heard me? Don't do that. Don't do that. And she went her ass over there. Look at her arms, y'all. She got liver splashes and shit. I don't know if her kidney going down, you know, because she just looked bad, y'all. And then, you know, Nature Bum was on the phone with some girl who had herpes all over the lips and shit. He loved herpes.
Yeah, because he don't believe in disease. That's what he say. So, you know, people who may have STDs or some kind of sickness, they hear all of that and like, oh, I'm going to go fuck with him. Yeah, he going to heal me. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing this nigga's the scum of all scums. All he's doing is soaking up everybody else's information.
Okay, check this out. Check this out right here, Carbon. But look at it, right? Now, if, you know, you were actually looking at TKO, right? He's not saying anything about admitting anybody with having any illnesses, ailments, or sicknesses, whether psychological abuse and shit that's done took place with him. And I also want to pinpoint one thing. All right, now being that TKO done been on MTV, he done already been there. He done made videos, rap videos.
Right.
He got music and all that shit. Nature Boy don't. But just notice everybody that comes in contact with him, everybody, I'm gonna say this again, everybody that comes in contact with him wants to be some type of artist, you see? And he's the one that, listen, he's the one that gives them attention. You know, you probably know some girls that can hit that thing harder than goddamn Jasmine Sullivan, but they never made it. They probably was nice in church, but they never made it. You see, Nature Boy, listen, that's right. Nature Boy is just that person. You see, when he can identify something that you think that you do well, even though it may be some bullshit, he gonna be the nigga to co-sign that shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see, you gotta recognize shade. You feel me? This ain't speculation. Right. Okay, that's right. You recognize this motherfucking shade. What's going on? You see, and what he's doing with these women, right? Right, he got them all the way turned the fuck out to the point that they feel like, you know, in their own weirdo self, and the way that they done thought, how they done went through shit, you know, how people done rejected them, how they done failed, how they couldn't keep a motherfucking legitimate job in their life with their worthless ass or whatever. He telling them they on the frequency and shit, which is the same goddamn frequency that he on. The same motherfucking frequency that he on. Not working, not doing shit, not wanting shit, but wanting to be a fucking rapper and shit. At damn near 40 years old, his dumb ass sitting up on there telling motherfuckers to go to the tropics and all this shit. He got them children over there, and I say children because he's the father, but he got them children like Solar over there. Hey, he's having the time of his life right now. He's experiencing all type of stuff, and he's crediting it all to this fuck nigga.
Think about it. Like they can't even leave, like they can't even leave the house without telling Nature Boy. Like the queens, like his queens can't even leave the house to go to the store to get some chips or some fruits. They can't even take a trip to Walmart without letting him know.
But let me show you something. Now what Peanut was talking about, right? When he was talking about that alphaism, when he was talking about them alpha males. Okay, it ain't got nothing to do with him not letting them go to the store. Look, totally destroy that right there. Look, totally destroy that. He's not going to go to the store by his motherfucking self unless he got them women with him. Think about it, or at least the children. You see how that works? You see how that works?
Yeah.
You see how that works?
Yeah.
He's not an alpha. He's a beta. He's a beta, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He's a whole live beta. He's a whole live. Even the niggas that identify with him got them feministic qualities about themselves. You see? That's why they be so feminine in tune and talking and soft talking ass, weak ass niggas. Them be the ones that be down for this shit. They yes man. You feel what I'm saying? That's right. You ain't hear little cuz today. All that shit even talk. Man, nobody give a fuck about you being on the parenthood, my nigga.
Right.
Nobody care about that shit, my nigga. Like straight up. You whole lie with the manipulation game out this motherfucker. Now I can see if he was employing some people. I don't give a fuck what you doing. You making some fucking money, make your fucking money. Okay? Do that. But what is he doing? He taking away from people. He taking away from up. Hey, look, let me mute up, man.
And the part you educated the hell out of me. You heard me talking about all. I thought that the shit in their eyes was a star. We used to call it a star where I'm from. You heard me? Where you pee outside and the motherfucker come on your eye. I didn't know there was skeeting all in the motherfucking eye and making the eye look like that. Well, you didn't fuck me up. You got me all fucked up right now.
All kind of downloads.
You came up with a whole name that I ain't know shit about. You heard me? I'm thinking about what the hell is that?
That's the ocular herpes. That Grand found this shit.
That's them busting all in their face.
It's what now? It's from what?
From them busting all in the face. You know what I mean? Smacking. Just imagine he's smacking his joint all over their face and all that, having them do all that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna go all over your face. And then you wake up in the morning and you mad. This nigga did this to you, but then you say to yourself, because you brainwashed, oh, I deserve this. I have to work on myself. You know, I have to, go through this. And this is how he get these people. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think he like? What do you know? Because obviously they see it in the mirror. Like, so, like, what do you think they say? Like, that's a demon, like trying to get out of you, and you need a healer or something like that. Like, how does he break it down to like these bumps? Like Nola said, right? Is Zoka had bumps all over her arms, her body. How can nobody see that and be like, okay, like there's something wrong with her?
I'm gonna tell you what he's saying. He's saying this. We in fucking Babylon. We metropolis. You ain't never seen no shit like this.
We fucking out here with these demons. It's the demons, I'm telling y'all.
That's right.
No, nigga. We not getting enough sun, y'all know, nigga. Them breakouts is happening because at the end of the day, you niggas is sick. You niggas need to go see the doctor. You niggas need to take care of yourselves.
Man.
Y'all niggas need to get from under this weirdo, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, you remember? Y'all remember when Velvet first left? When she left, I mean, when she was there so long, she looked like she was an AIDS patient. And then when she left, she come back looking a little thick. Got some of that Louisiana Creole food, you heard me? Got, well, you know, we had some gumbo. We had to fatten her up, you know what I'm saying? My city did it right for egg, crawfish egg. She lied to y'all, that vegan bullshit. She went down there to Bourbon Street. She came down there and got her some crawfish. She did something to get her little stuff up. And she got fine, you heard me? She came back looking a little bubbly. And then she enticed his fucking ass and he got her back. Now, I'm telling you, every time she leaves, she looks like she's been suffering. Come on now.
Does she need the food? Is it the food, that New Orleans food? That what she needs?
Man, that shit got starches in like a motherfucker. It blew that ass up.
Oh shit.
That's why I had to give that shit up, man. That shit would go wild high blood pressure so many years. And I had to go start growing my own vegetables and shit because that shit there, you know, you don't realize the slave owner. And not to change topics, but I want y'all to understand that gumbo comes from the original gumbo, because I make gumbo different. I do vegetable gumbos, but what the original gumbo was the slave owner gave us the scraps, and he gave us the scraps, and we had to be grateful for getting the slaps. And you know, black people not put anything together, so they put everything in them. Just like black people ate chitlins and shit. That's why I told y'all, don't listen to this shit about the coronavirus. We just unhealthy people throughout the years, and it's just attacking us, and we're dying off of what's been attacking us for many years. That's just tell the truth. We've been eating bad in the South,
and still eating bad. And this is why I changed my diet, because you know I was attracted to Dr. Sebi. I found him, and shit. Once he told me who I was and where I came from, and my, you know what I'm saying, my structure. All that fast food, all that fried food, all that shit, I had to change it, man. And then once that happened, my whole reality changed, like for real. Like I ain't want to be negative. I just wanted to listen to positive people, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow, you know, like that shit changed my life. Like for real, man. It's the food that's fucking us up. That's why we so crazy. That's why we so like killing each other. It's the AI food, man. It's the bullshit they putting out here, because it ain't real food.
Okra gumbo is the bomb. You right. Okra gumbo is the bomb. I grew my own okra in my fields, and I tell you, man, when you eat that okra gumbo, man, I tell you, and I ain't no full vegan. I don't eat no shit. I eat me a little chicken here and shit there. Hell no, I ain't no full vegan. Every now and then I go get me a steak, but I eat everything. Like it might take me 6 months to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here and there. I ain't there where I want to be, but I'm getting better. You heard me? So I'm just telling y'all that but you gotta put vegetables in everything that you do. You gotta do, and that's what a lot of us not doing. Everybody knows about the South. The South is about, you know, we eat greasy foods, and that's why we're dying as a nation of people. We are dying because we have so much high cholesterol and high, you know, obesity, and we have, you know, high blood pressure, and we dealing with you know, with what they call that shit that everybody got, diabetes. And I'm just telling you, it's your foods. If you just limit that red meat out your life, you're gonna get much better. I'm telling you, I went to a seafood diet. All I eat is seafood now. That's all. Seafood and vegetables. And guess what? It changed my life. And now I'm moving off for blood pressure medicine. But let's get back to staying this cold shit. Now, let's get back to that.
Okay. Now, like I say, well, you know, when you was tuning in, what you heard in reference to, you know, Yakin, the Nature Boy, all of those stuff right there, whatever. Like I say, one of the things that I wanted to address, you know what I mean, was the damn brainwashing within itself. Now, what I'm noticing about all of these women, you know, that's, you know, dealing with guys like Nature Boy or Yakin or whatever, it seems as if that, you know, they come up under some type of spell or some shit or whatever. I don't know what the fuck that it is. Now, just imagine, you know, if other men started to do this, if other men started to emulate this, that would mean that our teens, our teen nieces and cousins, female cousins, hey, yo, they in trouble, man. Excuse me. They in trouble, yo.
That's right.
I'm talking about they in trouble for real.
It's already happening, world. Like this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? People are just seeing it, you know what I'm saying, online. You get what I'm saying? But in real life, this shit is right around the corner. This shit is right up the block. This shit is 2 doors down. This shit is upstairs from you.
Okay,
you know
let me give you an example. Okay, now with what you're saying, that would be true in 1992. But in 1992, hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me show you something. All right, now what I'm saying is that will be true in 1992 because there was no World Wide Web. You see what I'm saying? There was no internet. You see, on the internet now, these type of individuals, they can emulate themselves in seconds. They can watch videos, emulate certain words and catchphrases, and talk about certain books and astrology and stuff, and they can do the same damn thing. I think in this era and time in 2020, it's a hell of a lot worse than what it was even in the damn Jim Jones era. Okay, I'm keeping it a buck with you.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worse.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's all that I was talking about. I ain't gonna put no cut on that motherfucking shit. You feel me, bro? ain't no cut on the shit. I mean, think about how many, for an example, your cousin, bro, that may be like 16 or 17 years old, unbeknownst to you, don't know shit about you even being on YouTube or on the internet, period.
Right.
That may even have an attraction for somebody like Yakin and be like, you know what, I think I want to do that. I think I just want to live out on the beach. You know what, I'm about to just leave. You know what, I'm just getting ready to leave. Or your cousin may be like 22 or 23, might have a child or two, and just up and just leave, all off of the account of them listening to these type of individuals that are saying stuff like their astrological sign is pinpointing to this, and at this time right here you were born, and at this point in time on this second you need to just leave everything, leave the house, and then come and be with your tribe, come and be with your family, come and vibrate on the same frequency and all that other fuck shit.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? If I was on that type of time, if I was in that type of world, you know what I'm saying, and I see that's what's winning, I would sit down, soak it up, you know what I mean, and be on that same frequency, on that same vibration, you know what I mean? Because my whole agenda would be, just to have a bunch of women around me doing what I'm doing whatever I want them to do, how I want them to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my subconscious mind is being programmed by what this gentleman is doing. Like, it look beautiful out here. I'm in the projects. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no money. I'm fucked up. I'm always going through something. But this nigga, he a king. Like, oh, look, he got these women, they on him. But we don't know what's going on when them cameras stop. Like, it's probably chaos in that household. Everybody fighting everybody. I don't think them people that you see that be with each other, I don't think they in no relationships. I think that's what it is on camera. Everybody that go there for him. You understand me? And he always make that clear. You dig what me? Because at the end of the day,
you speaking facts.
Yeah, like that shit is a game. Come on, Aya and Tron, stop it. She's not doing nothing with that man unless he say suck Tron off right now. Give my man some toppy sloppy. You know what I mean? She gonna do it because at the end of the day, she's under his wing. She been impressed by him, just like the dudes. You gotta be, to me, you gotta be some kind of a undercover homosexual to see a man with his shirt off in the middle of nowhere, talking about this, and you want to go stay with him.
That's facts.
Like,
that's facts. That's facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Well.
Go ahead, brother.
This is a whole man. This ain't no female saying that. Now, if it was a female, he using a female to do that, and then he get there, oh, this is my, you know what I'm saying, chief, you got to follow what he doing, then that's different. But these niggas following a whole man with his shirt off, bro. Come on, you niggas.
Paul Bond, I gotta ask you this question, and this, man,
say that
you're killing it. You're killing it. Look at the men that he got over there.
Come on, man.
Come on now. Let's just be honest. And I'm not here to judge men. I don't want to judge men and talk bad about these men like that. But I gotta be honest. Okay, look. Come on now. Come on now. Look at that faggots. Come on now. Look at that damn boy who talk about he gonna cut his dick off.
Come on now.
He'll cut his dick off for the Master Chief. What kind of fucking shit is that? Come on now. What kind of fucking man say he gonna cut off his motherfucking dick for another fucking man? So what he gonna do?
In love with another man.
With another fucking man. Cause guess what? Nature bum is fucking the men. This is bitches, and now women are the cover up to them bitches.
I tell you one thing, he definitely mind fucking them. And I think they
Notice.
definitely attracted to that dude. You know what I mean? Because
It
there's
notice-
no way
Never
you fucking
seen-
all these women and I'm just in the house holding my dick with a bunch of niggas. And it's like you having it, you know what I mean? Like I gotta wait for you to tell Shorty to come see me. Like, oh nah, I'm out of here, B. And I'm giving you my money every month. You got me getting food stamps and not eating when I want to eat. Oh nah, B. Those are not no real dudes, man. Those are some real, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of dudes that get locked up. They'll be washing your drawers. They'll be like a son doula, you know what I mean? Whatever you want me to do, because that's what he is. He got that shit from jail. That's what niggas used to do to him in jail. So when he came home, he said, yo, son doula nigga, man, smack nigga in back of his head. Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's him. He the type of nigga, you know, y'all end up scrapping. He'd have been down with his ass in the air. You know what I'm saying? That's how he submit. Like, I know a sucker when I see one. You heard me? And I know an alpha when I see one. So when he be on there and his little characters talking at the camera, think about it. You in the middle of nowhere talking into
You gotta
the camera
force me to
tough.
talk on the camera.
Come on, B.
That's how it goes down, though. You gotta understand, man. This guy has an online persona. You know what I mean? This is his canal. This is his avenue. You understand? This is the way that he's able to breathe. This what gives him life. You see, not only do he want to be an entertainer, but I guess he thinks by being in the adult entertainment industry, this somewhat solidifies him for him to connect with different people and for him to even view himself as being somewhat as a celebrity. And most people, you know, they see him and give him celebratory fame and all this other shit. Like motherfuckers be excited and shit. Think about it for what it's worth. Now, let me run this shit down to you, because I ain't heard anybody speak on it yet. Now, you already know, when I first started bringing forth the science with Zoka, I told you that Zoka is related to Vince Staples in California. Okay? Damn. All right. So it's not ironic right now that this dude, Yakin, is the dude that played on the motherfucking Parenthood. He was the dude that showed up in the episode that in the clip I'm gonna show y'all off the motherfucking Parenthood and shit. And this shit is wild as fuck, because I'm like, oh, okay, now I see what this is. So y'all like sworn in on some shit or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, is this some Razby looking boy type of shit or whatever? Like, what the fuck is this or whatever? Because the way he be talking, like, he got the whole Money Mike goddamn accent and shit up in that motherfucker, the way he talk. Like, he don't even strike me as a motherfucker that's gonna do shit about a motherfucker thing, to tell you the truth.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you like this. He in LA, so a lot of them niggas go out there. They want to be actors and all that. So what they become is what? Extras on certain shows. They make certain cameos. And at the end of the day, trying to break it big. But then at the end of the day, they fall short. So it's like, you know, females probably dig him. You know, he probably got a little persona about him. And he probably was around a bunch of P's, a bunch of pimps, soaked up the game, and then, you know, end up being on the internet seeing this nigga Eddie Spaghetti and all these weirdo niggas. And, you know, like, oh, I can use this, I can use that, I can use this. And, you know, formulate a whole campaign. Like, now, you know, you like this god to these weirdos, you know what I'm saying, that ain't really grow up right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't learned yet. They ain't been in the street.
All those queens, though, like, all of his queens always say, Yakin is my god. Like, that's, like, part of the regular verbiage. Like, they always say that.
Teach them that.
Yeah.
They don't feel like that naturally. Like, he's telling them that. Like, these are ex-prostitutes. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. Like, these ain't no regular women. Regular goddess women, they would not stand for nothing. These are ex-prostitutes that finally, they got tired of getting slapped around. They got tired of getting beat up. Bitch, where's my money, hoe? Get out of here. So it's like when you see this gentle guy and he looks somewhat, you know, cool and nice, and he's living in this, like, nice environment, and he's talking soft. Like, yeah, you're going to be attracted to that, because ain't nobody really going to want you over here, because we know you out here getting money. Like, we not going to respect that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go over there somewhere far. And then you get out there and you see, oh, it's the same shit what I just left. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's just a nicer, cooler, you know, more. He talk nice. He sound like he's intelligent, but he still got you on
fans only. He still got you stripping. He still got you bringing in them racks and them bands. Because if you don't break yourself for all the money, you gotta go. You're not staying in here with him with no money.
And he even said in the video that he tells them that they gotta go. So that's
Yeah,
basically threatening the roof over their head, or they're gonna be homeless. So
that's
obviously
a
they're gonna
fact.
stay there, and they're not like allowed to get regular 9 to 5 jobs. Like they don't believe in that shit. So
Nope.
like that shit's wild. That shit's wild, man.
Yeah, because these are simps. I ain't gonna say no pimps, you know what I'm saying? Because if they was really pimping, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't be fucking with these, you know what I'm saying, females like that. Because it's like they just laying around all day. You don't see nobody going to get no money.
And
Like they
the
just
families, why would the families care? And I was just reading a chat. Why would the families care? Because you got to understand that these people were giving the families a lot. These were troubled people.
yeah.
And I want you to understand this: trouble people.
Right.
And when you're lost, you're lost. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes we're trying to fix people that don't want to be fixed.
That's
Sometimes
right.
we want to keep on. It's going to take a lot, almost debt, for these dumbass people to realize that they're in a poor ass environment, they're in a shitty ass environment. They're gonna be half dead, and some will actually die in a captivity. It is what it
Mm-hmm.
is, bro. And
Yeah.
I've been watching this thing for a very long time, and there's no sane people in that, man. There's nobody
Nah,
over there that's sane
at all. Everybody's recruiting everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because if you were saying, you would not be doing this shit. You would wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm not bringing no more people in here. And this is what he doing. He got everybody controlling their food, controlling their phone, controlling who they talk to. Like, come on. Like, is you serious? This is a game. Like, y'all want to be like me, right? I'm going to teach y'all niggas how to be like gods. I'm going to teach y'all niggas how to, you know what I'm saying, have y'all own little servants and all that. But guess what? Y'all niggas need an old boy. Like, I'm y'all old boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my young balls. And it's like, no, nigga, use a motherfucking doula and you got some other young little, you know, that's trying to
Yeah,
figure it
dude.
out. It's sad you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, praying on them, but you can't feel bad for them because they know what it is. They see it. But they choose
So
to stay. You dig what I'm saying?
so what I'm saying is, so do you think that that it's an end resolve to this shit? I mean, as far as women even seeing guys like this as being something that they want to be a part of, or who they want to be with and shit like that or whatever.
Man, a lot of
unfortunately,
women,
world, and I'm gonna state this. Unfortunately, world, you got this internet. This
yeah.
internet is a problem, man. And it's good for us to talk and what we're doing, but you got young kids coming out of high school, and they hate their parents.
Yep.
Who they gonna run to?
And that's when he say, you gonna find me. Put your feet in the grass, go outside, look in the sky, and you gonna find me. Watch. Of course you gonna find you, nigga. You everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So if I open my phone, you know what I'm saying, I scroll up just because I watched, this nigga World News, John. Of course I'm gonna see your video. Who this nigga? Oh, this nigga's a bozo once I listen to him. Oh, this is what he got going on? Like, oh, hell no. Because I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen the dude, I thought he was the truth because shit was like smooth in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't doing all that weird shit. He was just with his wives, with other people. He wasn't sleeping with nobody. Everybody was just in like this one little, you know what I'm saying, crib and shit. And everybody was trying to build themselves. So I'm like, damn. Because I was watching the nigga Sarnetta and Polite. And so I just started seeing Polite in this nigga. I'm like, okay, this nigga think he polite. This nigga trying to be polite. Cause I was attracted to the way Polite was talking. You know what I mean? Cause I'm from the hood. I'm from the street. It's like this nigga's mad intelligent and he from the hood like me. Like, oh, this nigga
That's
out here
right.
banging on these white people. He out here breaking down out here breaking down the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? And then I see this nigga shit. So Nature Boy, pull that shit up, watching him for a while. I was like, he talking about getting to him, woo, 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 woo. And then that whole shit happened when they went to motherfucking Costa Rica or wherever where they got, when they was on the bus. I was rooting for them niggas. Like, nah, don't get off the bus. Fuck them niggas. And then when I saw him fold like a fucking beach chair, I was like, nah.
Nah, this nigga, that's the nigga that fold like a beach chair. This nigga, what's his name, was giving it up. The other nigga that got his hair pulled out. So that's when y'all niggas should have saw the nigga and been like, you know what? We out of here, B. Like, this nigga is who that? Straight up. This nigga ain't no leader. Because if you was a leader, nigga, you should have died for your people. You should have went all out. You feel me? If that was me, my nigga, I would have lost my life on that bus.
That's right.
You're not taking my people. Like, this is my people, B. You know what I'm saying? They took Jesus, right? You want to talk about the Bible? They took Jesus. Jesus said, "Hold on, let me go."
First of all,
nigga,
I hate when they keep calling that name. They didn't have the letter J. His name is. Come on, let's say Yah. But anyway,
right.
it ain't your fault. But I'm talking about how people.
No. I'm speaking. I don't listen. I'm on that same type of time. Like, I'm just saying what he's saying. You heard?
Yeah. Well, he wants to speak the Bible and the Quran at the same time. Then he wants to be that man is a flip flopper who don't know shit. He just uses other people. Yeah, the damn fucking devil, man.
Yeah.
And here's another too. Do y'all know that guy Immortal is Gugu or Gagu, whatever the dude's name is, FYI, whatever. He uses I as a way to validate his knowledge, right? So he uses that formula, that Dr. Gabriel Abel's formula, to validate Nature Boy's teaching.
Facts.
And then, like, for example, right? It's, I'm in the middle of a scalp right now when it came to FYI. And he did a live the other day that somebody sent me, and he was going over some book of like W.E. Du Bois that talked about, how we were before enslavement. And basically he's using that to validate, what Nature Boy is doing and shit like that. And it's like, bro, if W.E. Du Bois saw what Nature Boy is doing and how he's manipulating and treating women, he would not agree with that shit. But he's using it to validate, and there's like 15 people in the room that are all saying facts. Oh my God, you're blowing my mind, right? So he's using FYI as a tool to basically crystallize these. He sends them to his page, and it's just, it's a unit.
Okay, look, right, and what you're saying in reference to all of that. Remember what earlier when I was speaking about the whole little parenthood thing and the thing with Yakin and where he came from and the whole damn nine. What I want to do is I want to get into that. I want y'all to drop off, and then y'all can come back up, and then y'all can continue to add on, because I just want to get that part within like the whole demonstration, the whole presentation with this thing. Well, usually when I got people up here. Right.
Right, man. I'm
gonna drop the link,
comments.
Man. Yeah, don't go nowhere. I know y'all in the comments. I need y'all right back up here. I just need y'all to see this right here first. Right. Because like I say, this was a shock to me. You know what I'm saying? It was sent to me and I was like, oh, okay, well, damn, well, oh, okay, word. And I'm like, for real though? Yeah, because I just didn't believe it, but I'm like, oh, okay, well then I guess that is true then. Yeah, so he's the entertainment guy or whatever. And it's funny how all of this is connected together. It's all connected with the industry. It's all connected with the script. It's all connected with all this old type of shit, to tell you the damn truth. It's weird, man. All this shit right here weird as a motherfucker, man. Somebody always doing something. Somebody always in some acting or know somebody that acted or did something that got to do with acting or some shit or whatever. So I'm gonna show you him. When he was doing that thing and shit, when he was little and shit or whatever out there, yeah, he was getting it in back then and shit, parenthood and shit, yeah. I say, damn, because I ain't watched the show like that. I really ain't like Parenthood like that. I ain't like that dude. I forgot his damn name. I just ain't like. I ain't like the motherfucker. He wasn't funny to me. Robert Townsend, yeah, I ain't never liked him. But yeah, Yakin was on there and shit though, man. Here go the signs right here. Okay. Now, back in the day, like I say, when Yakin and shit was back on the Parenthood and shit, this is from one of those episodes. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. Make sure I get this Jim Jank all the way on here. Yeah, I want you to be able to see, because it's one of them old videos that they had to record and shit. Yeah, you feel me? Like it's in some archive. It's even on his shit, to tell you the damn truth. Yeah, okay. All right, here go the signs right here. Okay, now this is the young gunner right here. and stuff like that or whatever back in the day. Now this off the TV show The Parenthood. Look. Oh yeah, Daniel. That's Daniel right there. There you go. Look, there go Yakin right there. See, little old Yakin. Right, little acting Yakin and stuff. Little Yakin with the connections and stuff with the industry and stuff. Right. There you go right there. Little Yakin and stuff. Look at it, on The Parenthood and stuff. Look at it. That was him back then, back in the day. What? You remember that episode, Mel? That shit crazy. They got that Parenthood and shit. Daniel. See that? Daniel, see that? That's Daniel and shit right there. Y'all see Daniel? That was Daniel on The Parenthood. Hold on for a minute. We're gonna go deep into the matrix with this shit right here. I got to show you this shit right here. Hi, I be telling y'all, man, all this shit connected together, man, in one way or another, man. They all done swapped all them entertainment stories and shit and all that. I'm telling you, man, all this shit is connected. Watch. When it all get bust down, just remember World told you that motherfucking shit too, all right. Now let's go a little deeper into the matrix with this thing, kind of like, current event or whatever, present day, like y'all Kennish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He ain't go, cause he's like I say, man. So he's a rapper. Yeah, he's a rapper and stuff too. Hold on. Let me get this other clip up here right quick. But yeah, as you can see though, yeah, he's a whole live, rapper and stuff and all that. Hold on, I gotta get one of these iconic interviews and stuff that I think that he had or whatever. I don't know what this was on or whatever, if they recorded it themselves or whatnot. But yeah, just check this shit out for a minute, man.
And I love that. So I roll you up just to hit it from the back. I stay with Blue Dream. Oh, Murray. I could never live without you. Let's vibe and levitate. Ooh, girl, you never late. We could hit the streets or chill and meditate. You all natural.
Oh man, he got those bars, don't he? Ain't them some bars? Ain't them some bars right there? As he spit some real live bars and shit, right? I don't know. Like I said, I'm an older guy and stuff. I didn't even know guys even held the blunt like that with their hand like that and stuff. I thought it was always on some, like on some tough shit. Like you gotta squeeze that motherfucker, like your thumb and index finger type of shit. I usually do that, like the between the finger shit. Like I don't know, man. I try to stray, like away from a lot of, feministic or feminine known even tendencies or innuendos and shit like that. I know motherfuckers got different type of idiosyncrasies and stuff. Me, like I said, I just don't do shit like that. That's kind of weird to me, right there. All of it. Then, like I say, it's always like a certain, type of, look that he's going for, to be honest, which it's the same with Nature Boy. Like it's always like a woman that's, real, dark skin or dark, hued, as they would say, dark pigmented or over melanated. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Okay, facts. But then it's always like the mulatto looking, like the Cree Summer, the Lisa Bonet looking thing or whatever. Like I get that, but what I'm saying is, I don't know what that is. Like what is it? Am I looking at this wrong or something? Am I looking at this wrong? That's all. I'm just asking the question, yo. Like, let me play it again. I'm just gonna play it one more time. All right? Man, look at here. Hey, look at here. Like I say, hey, wow, man. It's not even a coincidence, man. You can put them side by side, yo. Hey, look here, yo. You can put them side by side. You can put them side by damn side, man. And it's crazy that we can just do this type of comparison. There's no damn difference, to tell you the damn truth, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, and it's not just because he bucked or he declined the interview. I mean, it's just keeping it real right now at this point. I can see, that he has possibly a little more than what Nature Boy has, but Nature Boy doesn't have anything. So damn near anybody pretty much has, a little more than what the fuck that Nature Boy has, to be quite honest with you. That's why I say sometimes, man, this shit get like confusing. I gotta unplug from this shit or whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and redrop this link, right? And I'll do my next segment on him, because we got a few more clips and stuff like that and all that, and whoop de whoop and and make your coffee, tea, and roll up and all that. And we still got all that and more. Shout out to Peanut, shout out to Corbin, shout out to the Kulu. Like I say, I got the guys up here with me today. So like I said, I'm gonna drop the link again. Any other guys in the chat, y'all want to come up on the panel, feel free to do so. Like I say, we just chopping it up right now. We just talking about this damn brainwashing, cultism, pseudo-polygamy. You know what I'm saying? All these false gods and stuff like that and more. What come one, come all? Man, I don't know. Roll her up and hit her from the back. I don't know. And then when I heard that rolling up stuff like that, I was like, well, I guess you like him a certain, weight and a certain, type or whatever, because he don't look too, husky of a guy, to be quite honest with you. He's not intimidating at all, to be quite honest with you. Dukulu, what's good, brother?
What's good, man? What the fuck did I just listen to? That shit.
Hey.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Moose's shit in my tent is better than that shit. I'm just being real. And so? Moose's shit's ass. Bro, like,
you think in my tent go harder than that and shit?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to be honest on that. Yeah. That shit go harder than that. Y'all can, you ass at rapping, bro, at singing.
Yo, he did his thing. Hey, what you think about that, Nola? What you think about them rhymes, yo? And what you think about him being on the Parenthood, man?
Man, that was terrible, man. As far as the Parenthood, I mean, they caught him as a kid, you know what I'm saying? But the background, man, what kind of background this cat had? That was some helpless, that shit sounded like some damn dog getting stepped on, man. It was bad, bro.
Hey, yo, Corbin, colored up in the building too. I know you want to weigh in on it, man. You go right ahead, yo.
Oh, man, no comment, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hot garbage, man. But, more power to the brother. Do what you do. Get your coins up. Get your likes. Live your life. Do what you do.
He needs to study music more. Shit. Like, he needs everything. Like he need the low key title, but like brother legit on the background noise and the track and shit. Like that shit is ass. The whole shit is ass. Like he need help in all directions. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna be honest.
See, I'm old school, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school, so that shit there. I'm a Tupac, Biggie. I'm that cat. I'm that Luther. You know what I'm saying? I like that kind of shit. That stuff they got today is kind of garbage, and I don't see the creation of music no more. You just don't have everybody leads to the bed. When it comes to everything that you see right now, everything leads to the bed. You gotta get to the story before you can get to the bed. You gotta be able to, and some of the shit that I see people doing today. I mean, music is nothing but it's like a code. It's like a code, So I don't have the same. I still to this day, man, be listening to Rick James. I still be listening to my shit. Plus, of course I do my own music. I love my little R&B. That's what I do.
Okay, but look at this right here. Now, when you're saying Luther Vandross and all these other people, I want you to stay aligned for a second, okay? The women that he's selecting, they're not listening to Luther Vandross and stuff. Those are women that want to paint. They're women that listen to like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Emile LaRue. It's women that live those bohemian lifestyles and stuff like that. These are the type of women that he's trying to connect with Nature Boy as well as fucking y'all can't. See, look at it from that aspect, because I listen to all type of music. I can relate to people on all different type of levels.
Oh man, you brought up Jill Scott. You brought up Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and all. I mean, that's legends. I love them too. But what I'm talking about,
what I'm saying is, by bringing them up, they're bohemian, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
These are the type of women that they're looking for. Women that want to live by these illustrations they've seen depicted in videos from the likes of Erykah Badu, Emile LaRue. Okay, that's why, you know, if you think about it for what it's worth, when you look at the science with Erykah Badu, and when Erykah Badu, you know what I'm saying, she impregnated this guy, you know, I mean, she got impregnated by Andre, you know what I'm saying, they had a child named Seven being the same name of the girl now that Nature Boy is talking to. Now let's go a little deeper within the Matrix. Now when Andre 3 Stacks was getting at Erykah Badu, she was on that Next Lifetime tip. But you see what happened to her when she started talking to Jay Electronica, somebody that was fairly younger than her. You see what happened then? You see how she changed? See how she got naked in the video? See how all that different sound and stuff started coming out? Did you peep that?
You making it make sense.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. You know, I mean, did you notice that stuff? Because
I did.
This is what I'm seeing. It's a certain caliber of woman that these guys actually, you know what I'm saying, align themselves with, connecting with. That's all that it is. They can't connect with no woman, you know what I'm saying, that's listening to Mary J. Blige. None of them women recite no Mary J. Blige lyric. He's not even gonna play Mary J. Blige dealing with that MK Ultra shit, because even some of the shit that Mary talking about, the hurt, the pain, all that shit she went through carbonation, then women are quickly be able to snap the fuck up out of that psychological spell and shit the fuck that they up into. You see, I'm telling you, this some MK Ultra shit, man. Let me mute the fuck up, man.
Yeah, he's definitely rocking them to sleep with the neo soul type, you know what I'm saying, vibration and all that. Walk around with your shoes off and belly rings and nose piercing and dreadlocks and just let your body out, be free. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I get it, but y'all niggas is in the way. Like, this ain't, you know what I mean? Y'all imposters. That's how I see it.
They ain't just imposters, they dangerous.
Very, very, very dangerous. And y'all definitely touch on that. Can y'all touch on how dangerous that it would be to even get caught up, you know, with the likes of characters like this right here for teens,
for example,
for children.
Right? Grand posted a video of, I guess, Eligio talking to Seven's daughter. And look at the way that
that's terrible.
She talked to Nature Boy about, you know, that is dangerous. She been there a month maybe, not even, and her daughter saying that's wild to me.
Yeah, she said a lot of stuff. I played that during my live stream earlier, and I was pinpointing that, you know, the dangers of that, the dangers of a female child having that level of connected interactions with a male, a male that's not their father, that's not their uncle, that's not their male cousin. That's just something that you don't do. And when I was raised back in my era and time, that didn't happen. You never talk to strangers. You know that stranger danger thing?
We didn't well, you come from my era. We didn't let young ladies young ladies, they couldn't sit on our lap. It just wasn't gonna happen. Okay, so I don't know. You know what you're stating is facts. When I heard the little girl talking, man, I like to have tears come down my eyes, because it's a shame that the mother don't have protection for this little girl. She got him saying, "I love you." Tell that little girl that's terrible, man.
Let me ask you a question while we're on that subject about what the little girl was doing. Okay, now, you know, all of that stuff that the little girl was doing, the 6-year-old in 11 days, and she stated how she was reciting carbonation stuff and talking about protons and neutrons and the black man, the black woman, and all this stuff or whatever, right? Okay, so, you know, with all that being said, you know, this child is already programmed. How is her mother expected to protect her? Her mother doesn't feel the need to protect her. Her mother doesn't see anything wrong with her daughter, 6 years, 11 days, you know what I'm saying, old and stuff like that, or been around the sun and all that dumb shit. Okay, like this is the science within itself. She don't see anything wrong with Nature Boy, them walking with their ding-a-ling swinging with their shirt off around her daughter, her 6-year-old, very impressionable daughter. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on. That's what people don't see. Why once that this began to become, you know, trending or spoken on or whatever, you know what I'm saying? People don't see how serious that this shit is. Now, if this took place with your niece, you feel what I'm saying? Or your sister or some shit like that or whatever, yeah, you will be blanking right now. You will be tripping. We all just sit back watching entertainment, but this shit is real.
If that was my cousin's, you know, like that was my sister or my cousin's, you know, or my nephew or my niece, and I saw that on live to a man she's not even married to, a man she hasn't even been in a real relationship with more than 2 or 3 months, yeah, there's gonna, like, I'm gonna be hella upset, and we definitely will have a conversation, and something's going down, because like that shit's crazy to me. Like, she shouldn't be saying that early. Like, that's.
And what kind of attachment that little girl, like you said, Dakula, at 6 years old, she just met the man, and all of a sudden, that's my baby. He calling it that's my baby, and all this, the words that he was using, like that was his daughter. And if I was Eliana or Velvet should never come back now, because that's an outsider. If you don't feel some type of way, Velvet, you know, you just the lowest of the moms. I already knew you was the lowest of mom, but goddamn, did you see what happened?
She don't care. She with the shits, man. It's over.
You ain't spit nothing but flames right now.
The old her when she first left, that was the real, you know what I'm saying? The real Velvet, when she was like really chopping them up, really breaking it down, really. But what I believe is he ended up getting some kind of show or reality or whatever, hit her up, was like, yo, I need you back. But they not gonna do it unless, you know what I'm saying, like, we have to have the whole family together. So I'm gonna get rid of all my wives. I'm gonna just tell them to go over here and go over there. It's just gonna be us. And I'm gonna work on this. Like, I'm gonna cut the polygamy shit, tell them you was right. We're gonna eat whatever you want, like whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you smart. You know, he just manipulated her mind again. You know what I'm saying? And she couldn't do it on her own. Because you gotta think about it. She was out there with the nigga Omax selling bees, like in the street with the table. Like, I'm thinking she ain't never going back. You feel me? Like, she out there working with the man, like doing exactly what this man told her not to do. But at the end of the day, you know, when old boy crashed the van, you know, that's when he got nervous and he called Eliana crying, probably got to her, because, you know, that's baby daddy status. So, you know, you still gonna let the nigga in. And you know, she just fell for the hokey dokey. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Look what happened when she came back. He played he put her right in the motherfucking dirt, because all of his members knew, yo, I got Eliana coming back. I'm about to go get my baby. Word up. Like, just follow my lead.
Well, Paris said, I wonder if anyone can get in contact with the child's father. I mean, you know, who's the father? Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's obvious he don't give a damn. I mean, because let me tell you something. This is on social media. Your child is being exposed to social media. You gonna tell me you're not around to even know what's going on with your child? And at the end of the day, a real man would see what's going on. You know, and maybe the guy will come out the blue and start fighting. But I mean, this is terrible.
Do this right here. Do this right here for a second. And this is what I do. Do this right here. Say, hey, you know, maybe the father's not in her life anyway, not in the child's life anyway. Right. Maybe it may be a situation where she stays with her mother. As much as we see her mother on that clip talking, maybe her mother is the domineering factor in her motherfucking ear. And sometimes, you know, when you got a baby mother and their mother is constantly in their fucking ear. That's right. Hey, you got to look at it from both sides. You can't just say, well, you know, it's this, because it could just be that. You know, it could be some resistance up in that shit or whatever. You see, and the way that this female child is not around her father, as you stated, with the disrespect towards Velvet, it's kind of ironic that this female child would be able to identify with Nature Boy as being her father, because in the video, she She about said that. She about said that, but she said Baba. She about said that.
Yeah.
So that, I peep game with all of that. Now I be studying them speech patterns that motherfuckers got. You got to when you toe to toe with a motherfucker. You feel? Because a motherfucker can say anything. They can say it loud or soft. Like I'm gonna give you an example. If I say, "Hey man, shut the fuck up," you're gonna be like, "Man, you funny as hell." But if I say that shit with some vigor, you're gonna be like, "Okay, man, this nigga tripping, man." Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like he talking to me some kind of way. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, now just think now on an even deeper metaphysical level of on how much that her mother is watching Nature Boy with her phone. Her daughter even said that she's watching you and other men too. So Nature Boy got mad at the girl because she was watching y'all kids, the guy that's on the screen. See, that's how it all started.
And you know,
see how crazy that is?
Yeah, that's crazy.
See how crazy that is?
Yeah.
Peanut, you see how crazy that is? See that? See how it's going down? Okay. Now, just from Nature Boy trolling this girl, he watched her go to Yakin's chat and comment some stuff when he was live. He felt some kind of way. That's why he went over to the live. But instead of going over to the live and straighten it like, hey, man, why you over here? You know what I'm saying? Why you got the girl that I like, you know, in the chat that I kicked up out of carbonation that ain't here no more and stuff? Why you got her over here? I'm jealous and stuff. He went over there and kissed that man's ass. That man showed him on the live stream his wives laying on the beach on their stomach with their on their back with their whole lot cootie out. That's a whole lot Florida Evans afros and shit from up under their bikinis and shit. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? He stunted on Nature Boy in his face, and Nature Boy wasn't even sharp enough to even know how y'all can basically shit it on him on his live stream. And he was there kissing his ass, yo.
That's a fact. At the end of the day, man, they all, well, I ain't gonna say they all in competition, but you know, he probably watched the nigga Nature Boy trying to knock him for his wives, and Nature Boy watching him to try to knock him for his wives. That's how it is. It's like the game. It's just they playing it different. They playing it, you know, on the, you know, spiritual level. They took it to a whole, they tapped into a whole different type of realm. But these are still toxic people. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell the way, like, these women ain't free. They can't do what they want. So, you know, they got to do what the gods say.
Like, they can't even leave the house by themselves. Like my queen right now can just leave whenever she wants to do whatever she wants.
That's a fact.
Like, bro, like, you don't have to tell me, but they can't do that. Like, him or Yakin's queens can't do that. And you're exactly right. Like, they have some online, you know, like, to the people, like, they best friends, like they one being, you know, just separated in two different bodies doing the same thing in two different realities and shit. But they beefing, waiting for each other's wives to fuck, you know, like, to fall off and shit like that, so they can scoop them up.
Yeah, it's like Pippin. You knock old boy for his work. You get her. She pillow talk, tell all his business, what he was doing. Oh, he was sleeping with you. You wasn't giving him no money. He was letting you keep all the money. Oh man, this nigga ain't no real P. He's a sucker for love ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then he go hard on her, bitch. You gonna make money, bitch. I ain't laying with you. You can't go nowhere. You can't do. You see what I'm saying? So they use what's going on over there to tighten up their game. It's like, all right, so this is what I gotta do. I gotta make sure I break her for everything. I gotta make sure I take all her money, leave her with not a dollar, because I don't want to be like this Eddie Spaghetti ass Howard the Duck nigga. You understand me? Her going back telling the other P, like, yeah, he was letting me keep my money. I was just giving him half. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't really, you know, smashing on me. So it's like, they just, my opinion, I just think they using different energies, different, you know, programs, you know, manipulation tactics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they all come from jail. Well, I ain't gonna say they all come from jail, but I know the Nature Nut nigga, he came from jail. Like, you could tell he was in jail, came home and said, I saw, you know, Polite, saw the nigga, Young Pharaoh, all these niggas, and said, I want to do this with my life. Because, hey, like you said, ain't no real man gonna lay down with no, I don't give a fuck how fucked up I am. I'm not gonna sell my body just because I'm fucked up and, oh man, gay niggas pay more. Like, nigga, use a whole homosexual. Get out of here, home team.
Say
like,
what it, he not even real with himself. And
Right.
is it me, y'all, that Velvet looks like the new girl? And I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but at first I had to look real hard and realize that was a new girl, the one with the daughter. She favors Velvet in a younger wet fashion when Velvet first came around. Not when she was a fat, because I've been following Velvet as when she was fat. But I'm talking about at some point she had the help when Velvet had that them dreads in her head. The girl kind of reminds me, and I think that's what his attraction to her, and that's why Velvet is jealous, because she see a clone, and that's what makes her intimidating.
Oh, I don't got enough melanin. I know you like women that's highly melanated, woo woo woo, and I'm light skinned, and you know, like all this weird shit. So at the end of the day, it's like, why even fuck with the boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, go live your life. You was out there, you know, doing your 1-2, painting, getting money. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, sometimes some people just need to be, you know, some people need to just bump their head, man, and bust it wide open. Because, you know, they don't want to live right. They just saying like, yeah, this is what's up.
Hey yo, the Supreme Bozo and shit live and shit with some Jamaican looking cats, man. He looking bad, man. Hey, look at his whole lot. Hey, look, his whole lot. Hey, look, man. I want y'all to chill. I want y'all to chill for about 20 minutes, man. I want y'all to see how fucked up his views looking right now. He done fucked all the way up in the game, man. I want y'all to just drop for a minute. We're gonna watch this. If y'all want to, y'all can come back up.
I'm dropping out. Dropping out.
Okay, all right, bet. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and then get to the next portion of this Jim Jank right here, and we'll get into the exclusive Bozo Zone. Okay, but before we get to the exclusive Bozo Zone, let me show you what's going on with this brainwashing and cultism and a little bit that's going on with what's the brother name? Yakin, the dude called himself God, and all this other fabricated shit or whatnot. Right, facts. Okay, now this is a frame of him, you know, at a undated time or whatever. This all this, so you know how that shit be sent to me and stuff like that or whatever, right? But yeah, let's go ahead and then chop this up too. Okay, we'll go ahead and then add this to, you know, just a few things that we know thus far. Okay, that's live. Let me look and see. Okay, well, I think it's an IG jump. Yeah, I think it's IG jump. Yeah, it is. Hold on. Yeah, this one of them IG video demonstrations right here. Right? Yeah, that should be in the corner down there. Shit, now.
More rappers.
Okay.
Some producers.
Okay. Rappers and producers. Okay, I got this like a picture or whatever for the video.
Sharing value. We all have the same value of music.
Hold on for a second. Hold on. We got you. Hold on for a second. Now we ain't gonna let you be blurred up in there. I got you. Hold on 1 second up in the jam. We're gonna go ahead and get all this work right quick before we go to the nasty boys segment real quick. Yeah, we need to know everything what's going on right now. Yeah, cause he on the parenthood and all this other shit. Yeah, we need to know.
Some singers, some producers, sharing values. We all have the same value of music, the passion. No matter what lane is, like y'all got to get each lane, be the best of that lane. But do you do in that lane? We love each other. Got a strong respect for each other. We know our roles.
Well, let me play them shit.
We share the same dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so, can't get it blurred right now. I think it's because of that damn link spread. So let me go ahead and then go to the nasty bush. We get back to them then. We got time. Yeah, we got time. You know, everything out of it don't take but hold on. Let's see if I up in there. I don't even know. Yeah, I think look for the body. Hold on, let me go ahead with my other jack right quick. Don't send me no motherfucking requests and shit either, because I don't accept requests on this shit right here. Shit. We gonna get let me say creep on shit, man. Troll 15,000 shit. Hold on. Go fuck about this shit right quick and shit like. Yeah, man. You know the combination. They be doing, they be wanting to watch this shit. Oh, that was wrong. You know, so shit, man. Let's get this shit going. Let's trip off Babaji for a minute, man. I wish I could have cut them Jamaican niggas up in there, man. Both of them niggas looking crazy than a motherfucker, man. Yeah, Nature Boy, he was garbage as fuck too. Look at my body. Hold up, body shit, like nothing. They look great too. Damn, they got body fucked up out here, boy. They got him fucked up, man. They got him all the way fucked up looking, man. He looking all the way fucked up right there. Wait a minute, hold on. He got on some Arab looking shit over this motherfucker. Yeah, he done transformed again, y'all. You know how he do. Yeah, he done transformed. He got some shit on look like he out there Saudi Arabia or something damn well now. Hotter than motherfucker. Sitting up in the room and sit up in this motherfucker. Oh, let me get the prime time of Babaji right quick. Oh my goodness. Look at this nigga. Oh, they don't want to be switch screens. Hold on for a second, fam. Screen y'all like a motherfucker right now. See, this is the shit that happens when you pay them, they start tripping. Damn, I need that motherfucker. Let's go watch.
Somebody else got it. You have the keys. You want me to watch you? Don't be mad at that. Because I'm putting on my game. I'm watching you up. What's conscious? What's the future? Not the future. What's the future? I want you to know that well. You go every day to educate you every single day. Not educate you, but enlighten you.
How the fuck is that possible? Hold on. Do you hear shit? Oh, fuck up. Am I chopping? Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. I figured that. Hold on. Y'all ain't told me nothing. My shit in here chopping and everything, man. Damn, let me know if my shit be sounding crazy, man. Let me know. Y'all ain't told me nothing. My shit yeah, I don't want my shit sounding fucked up. I want you to hear that shit. All yeah, especially this fuck shit with Babaji any damn way. You know we got to trip out this nigga right here. Shit. Let me eat the chicken right quick while I trip out this nigga, man.
Stop dating people. So the black family, especially, who is the head of humanity, it's very important to me. I as a black African American speak for the black African American. I am the Messiah for the black African American. I am the one that makes a woman a god. It is through me she becomes divine. It is through me the man comes divine. I've come here to save you. I am your savior. I came here to give you knowledge of self. And I'm not just saying that, I'm truly telling you. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being stated, you have to understand, people will say like, yo, why you don't got this? What you have to show for? The people around me. You could just go down my timeline. The music. It's timeless. It's timeless. The things that we're talking about. All you got to do is on the carbonation tea. What do you mean what I was show for? We have hella knowledge out here for you. You know what's going to save you? Knowledge itself. It's more powerful than any kind of money. It's more powerful than millions of dollars. knowledge of self, true divine knowledge of self. That's what I have to offer you. That's what we have to give. And I've taught the woman around me how to become me. And the men around me how to become me. I was having a conversation yesterday with Yakin. And Yakin, the God that reincarnated. And Yakin said, oh man, them dudes around you, they goofs. Like, you don't need to have no dudes around you. And I was telling Yakin, like, yo, God, I feel like if I can't make another man God and I can't make him have multiple wives, then I'm not a God. If I can't make other men great, I'm not powerful if I can't empower others. Now, I don't want to have nobody around me that's trying to, like, compete with me. But if the brothers, I have young boys around me that I'm raising up under me, that one day they're going to be thorough as me. They're going to have many wives. They're going to be as thorough as me. They're going to have the knowledge, which means what did I do? I have now reproduced my own self. And that goes into the download for tomorrow. Fellas, stay tuned. The download for tomorrow is of the mark of the divine masculine. Divine masculine is able to reproduce himself in man and woman and everything that he touches. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm here for all of humanity, no matter what color your skin, but especially the African American, because I'm African American and I went through your struggle and I have it in my genes. And so therefore I come for these people, especially for all of humanity who has come from these actual people. The African American people are the chosen people. They're God's people. What people don't know is the African heritage, the African American heritage, the people that were dropped off in Brazil, the people that were dropped off in the islands, the people that were dropped off in the Americas. These Africans were a special African. And although our history is lost, I can tell you all about it. We are the original African people. That's what's in your blood, African American. You are the soul of humanity. You are the source of all swag, of all coolness, of all rhythm. African American people are the illest, most dopest people on this planet.
Lies.
Because we are the original people on this planet. We just mixed our blood with the European, which is okay because the European is a part of us anyway. We're about to go deep. Y'all want to go deep? We're going to go deep. The African American, black man and woman, are the original people, the Caribbean people, the Brazilian people, the people that were brought over here in slave ships. Listen to me. Your genes have been mixed with Indians, with indigenous people from America, which is dope too. Your genes have been mixed with the Caucasian. Your genes are the original genes, and they are the strongest germ. And when I tell you, when humanity first came into existence, it was us, the soul that you see in hip hop. That is who we are. That spirit is who we are. All you have to do is look at hip hop, jazz, rock and roll, reggae. This spirit has always been here from the beginning of time. Like the brothers that just did the song for us. That spirit is us. And that spirit, it lives in all of humanity. But it's most potent in the African American people. right? What we need to understand is, although we are in America, we're in this northern hemisphere, we travel very far away from Africa. We are the original people, African American people. I don't care if you are African people in Canada and in Europe. We are the original. And the Africans they brought off those boats were a special people. And we were hated because of our talents. We was hated because we were so resilient. We was hated in Africa. We come from a certain star constellation. We were hated, envied. We made all of humanity. All races have stemmed from us. All races that you see, all of the races that you see are aspects within the original black man and woman. These are our devils. These are our demons. These are our reflections that has mutated in many different forms as we talk to ourselves as gods. But don't make no mistake, the African American people, we're not American. No. We are African. We happen to be in America because of our disobedience to Allah. We turned our back on Allah. We turned our backs on the laws. And so we suffer. And so we put ourselves into slavery. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. Share the video. Fuck it. Let them hear it. The truth is, the African American man and woman are the dopest human beings on this planet. We are the source human beings. Call us the source. And yeah, we may take the shape and form of this European culture, but it's that melanin, it's that original spirit that never died. It never died. The African American people are the original. When Allah decided to descend into its own creation, it became what is now called the African American, but back then you wouldn't even know our name. In the beginning, well, there's no beginning, but in the beginning of humanity, this species, the African American, the spirit that makes the African American has always been here from the beginning of time. It's a resilient spirit. You can't break it. And I'm not talking about how we took shape and form into Americans. I'm talking about the spirit that never died. The original spirit. That original spirit that never died from the beginning. That all life, all human life has stemmed from is the African American being. That's why hip hop is love, because hip hop is literally that spirit. Put us in a worse situation that you ever could put a human being in. The church that you see today, that's that spirit. When you go into a black church, yeah, we under false doctrine, but that spirit lives in the church. That spirit, when you go into church and you feel it moving, motherfuckers start shouting, jumping around. That spirit. You never kill the spirit because energy is not destroyed. It's only transformed. And I want you to know that spirit is the original spirit that ever existed on this planet. And the African American holds that in their genes. The Caribbean holds that in his genes. The Brazilians hold that in their genes. You know, the Angolian people, the original people. We was hated. That's why we was made to be slaves, because we disobeyed Allah. We disobeyed the laws of Allah. It's not nobody that put us in slavery. We, and Deuteronomy, it told you, we did it. We did that shit. So when you listen to hip hop, you listening to the spirit of the original. When you listen to reggae, you listen to the spirit. When you go into a black church, you could be mad as you want to be, but that spirit from that music hits you. We do music, we do them drums. That's where the spirit lives, drums. It ain't never went nowhere. Rhythm and blues, hip hop is there. Jazz, rock and roll, anything we ever touch, the spirit is there. And we have to be able to identify the metaphysical spirit. I'm not talking about things that meet the eye. I'm talking about something that's beyond the eye. Something that they're now, they trapped it. They trapped the spirit on vinyl, CD. They trapped the spirit on Spotify, and sold it, selling the soul. They found the way to record and capsulize, like a capsule, that spirit and sell it. That's why rappers are so rich, because they took that original spirit that makes all us exist, and they was able to capture it on a vinyl, in a recording, and then sell it. See, these rappers just rich off of what? What are these rappers be? What are they selling? Swag, nigga. God. Dripping swag, dripping soul, nigga. James Brown told you. I got soul. Selling it. Record it. Capsulize it. And then sell it in units. Literally selling our soul. And you can have a piece. You can have a piece. You can have a piece. Here, I sell it to you. Sell you some swag. $1 million game. Here goes some swag. Here you go. Here you go, white America. You like that? Yeah. You entertained by that? You like that, right? Rhythm and blues. You seen the story? Anything we touch, we put our spirit in. Basketball, football, it didn't matter. Anything we interested in, we put our spirit in. We gonna swag that shit out and make it cool. It's just the truth. It's not racism. It's spirituality. And any white or less melanated being that doesn't understand this is stuck in his ego. Stuck in his demons, I'm talking about. Sorry, not your ego, because you can't be stuck in the ego because you always are. But you're stuck in your lower self. You're stuck in your debilitations and your demons that won't let you and allow you to see the truth. That spirit, the African American man and woman hold that spirit. The Caribbean people hold that spirit. The Brazilian people hold that spirit. The Central American African people hold that spirit. And if you never knew, I'm telling you, you are the original, the source. All the knowledge you hear that's being spoken, even from language, has stemmed from you. You think we are new people? We're not a new spirit. We've been around from the beginning of time. We are the original spirit. You have to be able to identify the metaphysical. Don't look at the physical because we've been modified, genetically modified. It's the spirit that never changes. When I start speaking, you feel my spirit. That spirit is the original. It's God. There's nothing humble about it. There's nothing humble about the way we fuck, dance, walk, talk, breathe, bean, potato, better. Nothing is humble about how we do shit. Because it's power. There's nothing humble about it. You're going to have to just deal with it. It's arrogant. It's cocky because it's so fucking powerful. Niggas got 30,000 change on, spilling themselves. Yeah, I got this nice ass car from this European. Yeah, look at this shit. I got this big ass house. Yeah, look at me. I'm a fucking king. It's the spirit. You can't kill it. Because that spirit cannot be. You can kill the form, but you can't kill the spirit. Because energy cannot be destroyed. Only transformed. And I'm trying to tell you and wake you up, African American woman. I'm trying to get y'all mind right. I came here to teach you who you are. Because you are the least of them. You are the dumb, deaf, and blind. You are the last. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. And we are in that ship right now. And it's time to rise, my people. And I'm not saying that we step on the neck of anyone else. I'm just saying that we give them love and compassion and empathy. And we accept them and teach them whatever. It don't matter. We don't hate. We don't put anybody else down. We only speak facts and science. We love every and all of humanity because they're all our children. They're all different expressions of us, good, bad, and evil. We are God. We accept it all, or we are not supreme beings. This is not to belittle any other race, because other races are the reason why we can remember who the hell we are. These other races have kept our knowledge very well as best as they could so that we can wake up when the time came. And now we're waking up and we're using that knowledge to remember our mind. Remember, many members. Your mind is all over the place. And you're constantly trying to remember and put it all together. All the members, bring them all together. Remember. Because your mind is remind. You're trying to remind. I'm here to remind you to remember your soul. You already know. Because you're all-knowing. You are God's people. There's nothing greater than you. They don't want you to understand this. Because why? They stuck in their lower self, and if you ever find out how dope you are, then you'll be self-empowered, and then they won't exist. You can't blame them for wanting to survive. I mean, and who is them? Your lower self? I mean, they are you. Everything is you. Come on, look back, sit back. You're God. Sit back. Look at yourself. Laugh. When you awake, laugh, rest. Look back. Look at all of this shit that's going on and say, damn, look at me. Look at what I did. Look at what they're doing, but I did. These are my children. What Frankenstein's creator say? It's alive. It's alive. I created a monster. You did it. It's you. What are you afraid of? No one's greater than you. No one's greater than you, black man, African American man, Caribbean man. Caribbean woman, African American woman. You are the number one human on this planet. But you are playing this role and you're waking up out of it. My job is to be the messenger to remind you and give you the knowledge. You can do whatever you want. I'm just a messenger. I'm just you. I'm reminding you of who you are. And this is not racism, but every other race must acknowledge you because you're powerful. That's why they entertain by you. That's why they come to your concerts. They come to your football games. They praise you and worship you. Yet you do not even own yourself. They know who you are, you don't. They can clearly see how amazing you are, black man, because you are the real superhero. They make up superheroes on these movies called X-Men. But you are the X-Men. You're the one that defies the laws of nature when you jump up in the air. You are the most producer man on this planet. They want to cut you from planting your seed. Why do you think your phallus is so big? So that you can get directly to the uterus. Because so you can produce more children. Your penis ain't large for no goddamn reason. Your penis is large because this way you can hit the back and get when you orgasm and your seed you plant it goes her as she orgasms her uterus opens up and you put your seed right in there. You the one. Your phallus is not big for no reason or elongated for no reason. It's so that you ensure that you reproduce. Because you get right to the uterus and send your seed right into the uterus. So it's not wasted. That is why your phallus is big. I'm not saying all black men have large penises, but that's the original black man. You know. I'm just trying to make you understand the technologies of your body and why it's like that. True God. I'm just trying to remind you. You're the head of humanity. All of humanity should be loved. I'm not telling you to look down on any other race. These other races are helping us. Yeah, there's ignorant people of other races, what you call other races, but these other races are actually just your children. It ain't no other race. There's only one race, and that's the human race. But you're the head of it. You are the head of it. You need to understand this. This is important. So that means, but heavy is the head that wears the crown. You are held to a higher standard. Goggle mathematics. G-I-J, comma J equals 0 is the greatest mathematical theorem on this planet, but they do not recognize us. They recognize Einstein, who had a theory, but do not recognize the Dr. Gabriel Ebro, who has the theorem. G-I-J, comma J equals 0. God, the God Almighty, grand, unified theorem. But nobody knows it is. The greatest mathematical theorem known to man. It is the mathematical equation to life itself, to the universe, in the fabric of everything that exists. We already mathematically killed this shit. In their European system, we already killed it. We have been the wisest. They will not acknowledge us for completing Einstein's work. carbonation is godly. We live, breathe, eat shit godly. I need y'all to know how great you are, because ain't nobody gonna tell you how great you are, because they're busy sustaining their own selves, and you're living in the shadow of that. They're not doing it on purpose. I don't think people at this point care about that shit. Then people just trying to sustain what they have, but they're not interested on educating you about your melanated ass. The medical system is not going to educate you about your medical ass. They're not going to show you who you are. Why? Because they're busy loving themselves. They're busy painting the world as an image of themselves. For instance, the word divine means what? God-like. Liking to God. So if you Google the word God, white people show up. And I'm saying, wait a minute, God means source, right? Am I wrong or right? Let's just say God is the source, right? So let's do the little bit of mathematics. So the divine feminine, if you look it up, is white woman. Divine, no. The original source human female was black, melanated. So the divine feminine should be modeled after an original black woman. But no, they're living in their world where they don't even acknowledge black people. Divine means God-like. If God-like means, God means source. Always remember, God means source. That's the source of everything. So if we taking the source of humanity back to the source of humanity, then the source of femininity comes through the black woman, because the source of all humanity has come from Africa. So we should have African woman as the image of the divine feminine. But no, the image is a divine white woman. And that ain't fucking right. It's simple mathematics. White people not stupid. They're doing this shit and ignoring you on purpose. They make movies about X-Men trying to show you what melanin does. The movie X-Men is actually a slap in the face to black people, because they over-exaggerate our superpowers. And I'm not no racist, but I'm just only acknowledging the fact that we gotta wake up and love ourselves and can't wait for someone else to acknowledge us. That's why the black man is so important. You are the educator. You are the one that gives the keys to the knowledge of the kingdom of God. And when the melanated man, African American melanated man, the Caribbean, the Brazilian, the Central American, African people, melanated people wake up, the man wakes up, he's able to re-educate and fulfill the knowledge from which the Indian, the Chinese, and the European has tried to educate us about. We have the original knowledge in our DNA. So when they try to teach us mathematics, they can't teach us mathematics because we are math. We can't teach us religion because we are God. We are God talking and breathing and living and dancing and moving. Nigga, we are God. Nigga, we are the source of what the fuck you are. And if you don't acknowledge who the fuck you are and have knowledge yourself, people will rob you of your own shit and act like it's theirs and will not acknowledge you. And that is sinister. That is sinister. For white people or European scientists to actually not even recognize Dr. Gabriel Eyibo, I might mess the name up, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, Eyibo, but recognize Albert Einstein's face everywhere. Albert Einstein, they have promoted him to be the smartest man, but the African doctor that has the theorem that completed his E equals MC squared equation with the Gij, comma J equals 0.
Y'all let me know if I need to drop that link. I ain't doing nothing but tripping off on right now.
It is prime evil for the European to not even look at Dr. Eyibo. That's why we say God give greetings, because we want you to understand that we have the mathematics We have the mathematics to the whole universe already figured out. We've been completed Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. I'm talking about what we need to understand in this game we play. Now we are gods and we're above all that, but now we are here. We have to deal with what is. So let's deal with the ego. Let's deal with the separation. Let's deal with what's going on here in the game. God damn it. We know we're God. We know it's all oneness. We know all of that. That's cool, but we still have to zoom back down here and live this fucking life. So let's recognize what's going on here. Just because we have God consciousness, do you think your ego is separate of God, or is God your ego as well? Since you have God consciousness, your ego is a part of God too, and God is you. God is you, your thoughts, everything you're thinking. But let's talk truth here. So the African American man, the original spirit that's been on this earth from the beginning of humanity, we have to wake up, to wake our woman up. That's all she looking for. You talking that dumb religious shit? Your days is up, young man. Your days is up.